Senior, four-time All-American Kiara Brown, joined by her father Elroy. Senior, Kennedy Tilton, joined by her dad Jason.
Good evening, everyone, and welcome to another week of high school football here on our YouTube Wood Forest Conroe ISD Bank Stadium stream. I'm one of your commentators this evening, Jackson Cochran, accompanied tonight by Sam Ulrich, and we're here to provide your voices for tonight's Week 6 District 13 6A matchup from Wood Forest Bank Stadium between the Oak Ridge War Eagles versus the Conroe Tigers. Sam, good to have you in the booth tonight. How you been?
Dude, I've been great. I'm really glad to be back here in the great city of Conroe, Texas. I currently am up in Lubbock, Texas Tech, studying there, getting my education. All these high schoolers are also getting their education. Thursday night football here in the bank.
In the bank. Ready to cash in some touchdowns?
That's right. Could see a lot of touchdowns tonight. Should be a very competitive game. Both of these squads have the similar schedules when it comes to district play. Have both played New Caney and College Park, and same results for both of those teams. Beat New Caney, lost to College Park. Should be a good one tonight, Jackson.
You're right, Sam, because this has one of those playoff implications because you're looking at district right now, and College Park is number one inside. They're still undefeated. Then you have Willis, which they're undefeated in the district, but they have lost a regular season game. And then you have the Woodlands, who they did lose to Willis, but are still I know that this week, Willis and College Park are actually going to face off. We're going to see tomorrow night what kind of happens with that matchup. But right now, it's still College Park, Willis, the Woodlands, and then this number 4 playoff spot is between you have Conroe, Oak Ridge, and Grand Oaks. Those three teams are all battling for that fourth and final playoff spot. So this tonight has those playoff implications. As you're saying, this is going to be one of those matchups where we're going to see. And a couple stats that coming into tonight's game, if you look at everything by the numbers, well, on the Conroe side of things, while they're 3-1 on the season, they just came off their bye week. They've only scored 89 points this season, and their defense has allowed only 52. So they don't score a lot, and they don't allow a lot of people to score either, which is really, really crazy.
Yeah, no, if you're an NFL fan, it kind of feels like the Houston Texans. Jackson was a little mad at me when I brought that up earlier, but an elite defense, and Conroe's kind of ingrained that culture in them. Last year had an elite defense, which led them to the furthest distance in the playoffs in quite a while.
Since the 90s.
Yeah, a long time
Late
ago.
90s.
I wasn't even alive yet. I'm trying to make you feel old, Jackson.
Well, I appreciate that.
I was actually at that playoff game that they lost. Really?
Yeah, I went over to Tom Ball to visit and watch that game.
I didn't get to see you, but it was a great game. It was a great team, and the Conroe culture has kind of implemented that, and they've made the playoffs the last couple years. They're trying to build upon that, but Oak Ridge has something to say about that. The War Eagles, they want to win on their home turf.
Yes, very much so. And if you look at Oak Ridge by the numbers, 2-1 in district, 3-2 on the season. Now, they're allowing more points on defense than they are scoring on offense. Right now, so far, 202 points allowed from opposing offenses and only scored 148 on the season. And if you need to see a few things from the Oak Ridge side, you want to make sure that you can establish that run game early and you have a dual-threat quarterback who can throw the deep ball but can also get stuff done on his legs. That's right. I'm talking about number 15, senior quarterback Drayton Urbe. If you want to get him involved, you got to also look for his number 1 receiver. Number 1 for a reason, James Scott, the 3-star recruit for TCU. He is 6'5", massive wingspan, deep threat. Just throw it up in the air, contested the ball, let him come down with it. That's what you need to have with an elite wide receiver at the high school level.
Yeah, when you have a guy like James Scott, who was on varsity his sophomore year when I was a senior in high school, I got to call a couple of those games, and I'm like, this guy's only a sophomore? And now he's a senior, and he's 3-star going to TCU. But when you're 6'5", you obviously have the height advantage over everybody on the defense when it comes to the secondary. So look for Scott early, but he could be paired up against another 3-star on the defense for Conroe, Xavier Harmon. who's a Stanford commit. He's going to the West Coast, going to the sunny state of California. Probably about the same temperature-wise. It was very hot here today in Conroe. So we could see that
Don't
matchup.
even get me
That could
started
be
about the
elite.
Heat.
Could be an elite matchup, offense-defense-wise.
But, Sam, we're going to be taking a quick timeout. We're going to have to pay a couple ads. We got to get those. We got to get the stat. But we need to let these commercials run, and then we're going to talk more about this matchup tonight because I see that you're already hyped for some high school football tonight.
I absolutely am.
3, 2, 1.
Imagine you are her or him. Like everyone, a sprain, tear, or nagging ache can set you back. Until your expert orthopedic team at Houston Methodist uses advanced technology to personalize a treatment plan that's minimally invasive, heals your pain, and gets you back to life on your terms. That's the difference between practicing medicine and leading it for you. Houston Methodist, leading medicine.
Keating Chevrolet is a proud sponsor of Conroe ISD Athletics. We're suited up to equip your team with a versatile Silverado, heavy-duty or Colorado, spacious Tahoe and Suburban, or sporty Equinox, Trax, and Trailblazer. Keating Chevrolet has a large selection of certified pre-owned. After you've left it all on the field, come pick out your next Chevrolet at Keating Chevrolet. Keating Chevrolet is pleased to partner with Conroe ISD for every game, every play, every win. Come visit us today or browse online at KeatingChevrolet.com.
Our orthopedic care is shaped around you. And you. And you. Because customizing treatments and using breakthrough techniques is how your comeback starts. Like 3D printing for ultra-precise joint replacements and providing the same specialty care as we do for the Houston Rockets. So you return sooner, stronger, better. This is orthopedic care designed for you. Memorial Hermann, advancing health, personalizing care.
Wood Forest National Bank, where convenience meets community. With over 30 branch locations in and around Montgomery County, we're always close by to help you with your banking needs. But we're more than just a bank, we're proud supporters of our local community, dedicated to making Montgomery County a better place to live and work. Experience the difference at Wood Forest National Bank. Convenient, caring, and committed to you.
Thank you again to our sponsors who are allowing us to bring you these broadcasts every single week here on our Conroe ISD Athletics Wood Forest Bank Stadium stream channel. Yes, I was going to get it. Sam.
The flow was great.
Thank you. You do enough of these, you think that you wouldn't have to look at your little pregame script just to have there in the background. But this is our first game together in, what, 2 seasons?
Years. It's been a while.
Wow. But we're picking it back up like we never left. Ready for it. Now, Conroe, they're starting to make their way out of the field house, and they're coming out. They're in the black and white for the gold and white. See that they have the white helm. No inflatable right now. I don't know what happened to the inflatable.
We were talking about that before, and I need the inflatable that's taller than the natatorium in the background with the green eyes lighting up and smoke coming out.
Well, they have the smoke. They're about to follow the ROTC running out on the field.
We might have to do some investigating at halftime to kind of find out what happened to the inflatable. Could be.
Well, CISD police is on the scene.
Oh man, we're gonna have to. Because that tiger, I mean, got to be 2 or 3 stories tall.
I don't know. It's been a while since I've seen it. But this is my second game to see Conroe this year. I've seen a couple games from Oak Ridge. So I know one thing about Oak Ridge is the fact that they want to get things going early. They want to establish that run and do a lot of the RPOs, run pass option, as Conroe's running out onto the field. But, yeah, as long as they're trying to keep the defense, the opposing defense, and actually the opposing offense off the field as long as they possibly can, because that's one thing that I see is time of possession has really, really been a factor in some of these games. And if you can keep your opposing offense off the field, then that could be the game changer, what could potentially be what could decide this game this week.
Yeah, I could see this game really coming down to not turning the ball over. Nunley's had some interception issues through his first 4 games, already 3 interceptions. So there's a little concern there on the offensive end, but the Conroe defense has been anything short of elite when it comes to points being allowed. And, you could bring up the easier non-district play, but they took care of business in district in their first 2 games. And coming off the bye week, players aren't as sore as the week before. I know it was a Thursday night game. I believe Conroe has 4 Thursday night games this year. I think it's their second one. Next week they'll play Grand Oaks on a Thursday.
Well, the other thing with Conroe is the one game that they did allow the most points against. That was against College Park, where they were shut out on their end offensively. But as Oak Ridge is now running onto the field, and they're in their all grays with the white helms, I kind of like this jersey scheme tonight. I like the look. But yeah, when coming back to that one game for Conroe, whenever they did get shut out, they weren't able to get anything going on the ground or with the passing game, because Conroe too likes to try at least establish the run game to open up the field to allow Nunley to throw downfield. And when you're not being able to establish the run game, when you're getting pressured a lot and you're getting bottled up at the line, it's a lot of issues that tend to come your way, and that's what's going to happen. So we'll see what happens tonight just by what's going to happen. And I do see that the Oak Ridge Choir, I believe, is going to be coming out, and they're going to sing the national anthem for us tonight. And as we'll go ahead and mute ourselves for that, and then we're going to have our kickoff entitlement. Get to see who's going to strike first tonight for another great night of Thursday night football here at the bank.
Ladies and gentlemen, please stand for our national anthem. All hands should move their hats, and everyone should stand and place their hand over their heart in honor of our great country. The colors are being presented by Oak Ridge High School Air Force Junior Team War Eagles, color guard under the command of Chief Kirk. Members of the left color guard team are American flag Commander Cadet Gonzalez, Texas flag Cadet Orr, right guard Cadet Perez, left guard Cadet Cunningham. Members of the right color guard team are American flag Commander Cadet Pierce, Texas flag Cadet Hoffel, right guard Cadet Sims, left guard Cadet Arevalo.
Thank you to the Oak Ridge Choir. Great harmony, Sam.
Yeah, there's a reason why we're not out there singing the national anthem. There's a reason we're up here in the press box.
I'm slightly offended because I actually was in choir back in high school.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
You still got the
I still have the pipes.
the lung box? Is that what they call it? What's
Diaphragm.
The diaphragm. Swimmer's lungs. You gotta fill up with air before you sing.
Yep.
Great job, the Oak Ridge Choir. I think we're going to see the bands perform at halftime, too.
And get to see the drill teams and the color guards. It's the whole ordeal here.
Yeah, so make sure you stay for the whole stream. You get to listen to us. You get to watch some great football on a Thursday night. Feels like a Friday, really, Jackson, in my eyes.
Well, that's because you don't have class tomorrow.
That's right. Well, I'm not at school, so I don't have. I gotta take a test tomorrow, but it's gonna be good. We're gonna do great. We're gonna have some great football tonight. It's gonna be a great game.
Great game. It's great. Well, we do see that the captains from both squads are making their way to midfield. As you can see, for Oak Ridge, number 55, Abel Perez. Number 6, Duba Majekum. 88, Finn Walker. And 15, senior quarterback Drayton Urbe. And on the Conroe side of things, you have 51, Jaden Carpenter. I believe that was number 3, Braylon Mills. Waiting. I think that's number 7, Caden Williams. And 35, Azi Quintanilla. Quintanilla.
There you go.
Conroe has won the toss and elected to receive.
All right, Conroe's getting the ball first. They won the toss and they wanted the ball. They make a statement early here.
Got to set the tone. As my boy Shorzy would say, you need to set the tone.
As I feel like nowadays, if you win the toss, you want to get the ball coming out of halftime, but a team coming off the bye, you score early. It really does set the tone in a game that we kind of expect might be a little lower scoring. Not sure yet.
Well, especially from what we're seeing by the stats.
Stats can only show so much. That's why you play the game. Even if the best team of all time still has to play the worst team of all time whenever things are played.
Coach Herm Edwards said it best. Hello, you play to win the game.
That's right. So Conroe's going to receive. Sun is set now. There's a beautiful skyline we get to see from the press box.
There is some nice color in the sky. We have a hint of some red, pinkish, as the sun has been setting. We do see some clouds up there still. I don't know what all else to add to that. I'm not really great with painting.
The atmosphere,
I do my best to paint with my words. Little activity up here in the booth.
Yeah, we're being invaded by some bugs.
Yeah, an arachnid was present, but it's no longer visible.
So.
But as you can see for the Oak Ridge side of things, we do have number 46, Eichton Reddy's Beetle, who's going to be kicking it off. Conroe set to return. No fair catch here as number 8, Elijah Harris, is going to go ahead and start things off. Not getting much anywhere. I'd say he got 5 on that return, being a little generous there, but that's one of those players you want to keep an eye on tonight for Conroe. Number 8, senior wide receiver Elijah Harris, as we're going to get to see this Conroe offense start things out on their own 33, just 5 seconds into the game. Want to see what the Conroe Tiger offense is bringing to the field. You're going to see Caden Barnaby lined up at the bottom of the screen. Number 12, junior quarterback Cam Nunley, lined up in the gun. You see Trips at the top. Going to get a screen to Elijah, but there's already our first penalty marker to start things off.
It was kind of a funky set. They came out and then they all ran a little motion out to the far side, getting that trips formation, trying to overload that left side screen pass to start the game, and already
have some laundry on the field.
Same color as my highlighter I got here.
We have false start on the offense. 5-yard penalty, still first down.
We don't have all the gadgets up here to keep us up to date with all the penalties, but I'm going to do my best to mark stuff down. So that is 5 yards so far. Nunley in the gun. going to go ahead and hand it off, as it's going to be a run up the gut, gets nowhere, so that is number 20, Alex Myers, on the carry. Say he gets back to the line with a yard, and now bringing up to 2nd and 14.
Yeah, Myers on the year already has over 400 yards rushing through the 4 games, so over 100 yards a game for the senior.
Conroe's going empty here. They're going to line up with 5 wide receivers, 3 on the top of the screen as Myers goes in motion. Nunley, little check down. We do have another penalty as a fumble of the ball gets recovered by Mills, but I think this might be coming back because of the penalty flag that's over by the Conroe sideline near that 30-yard marker.
Flag's right at the line of scrimmage. We'll see what the penalty is here.
We have a hold on offense, number 78.
That's one of those unfortunate
10-yard
penalties you
penalty,
do not
still
want,
second down.
especially after a huge play on offense right there, Sam.
Yeah, it was a great concept on the screen pass. Kind of a bailout screen for the offensive line. They kind of let the rush come as Nelly just stood in the pocket to make the throw and take the hit to get some downfield blockers from the O-line and from the receivers. Great play concept, just the unfortunate hold there for the Tigers.
Yeah. And one thing you're going to see with this Oak Ridge defense, they are playing very tight. They don't keep many safeties deep.
Oh.
And
It's about 10 yards deepest safety from the line of scrimmage about.
Mhm.
They really, last play they had about 6 on the line. 4 down linemen here.
So Nunley in the gun. 2nd and 24. 3-step drop. Looking upfield. Connects with Mills and gets back inside the sticks. So it's going to be a 3rd and 8. Maybe 3rd and 7, depending on that spot. Yep, going to be 3rd and 8.
And we've seen a lot of pre-snap motion here for the Tigers on the first 3 plays.
Got a Aaron out deep. It's going to be incomplete. Looking for Elijah Harris on that play. I thought that there was probably going to. Yep, there is another flag. I did see that. I think it's going to be encroachment offsides on the defense, most likely. They were showing blitz.
We have an offsides on the
right on.
defense.
I think Nunley saw that.
5-yard penalty.
So he knew
Still
he has a
3rd
free
down.
play. Might as well take a shot deep, Worst case worse is 3rd and 3 now.
Exactly.
So you take that risk, big play opportunity. Now it's 3rd and short. 3rd and very manageable for the Tigers. Looking at the sideline for the play call.
Yeah, you can see Barnaby and Mills and Harris all lined up. Actually, that's not Mills. Mills is at the top of the screen. That's number 15, Jackson Taylor. You got that trip bunch formation. Is Nunley looking and throws and finds a man. I believe that was Myers again. And they're going to say that we might get a measurement here, but they're signaling they're giving them the first down. So that's their first down of the night, and they convert on 3rd down. But a nice little replay here. Plenty of time. Nunley having enough time in the pocket to actually look in, because I'm sure that he really wasn't, his first read wasn't going to be Myers.
Just a little check down.
Yeah. As Nunley looking downfield in the middle of the field, and that was a nice pass, but unfortunate. I think that's number 40, Corbin Cantrell.
I think it's 10. Is that 10 or 40?
I think that was 40. I think that was Cantrell.
I don't. Jerseys bunched up. We're only human. We can't.
If it's not Cantrell, it
I
might be
think it's
Salem,
10.
but we have the replay here.
I think it's Salem. I have him down as the safety. We'll see. But what a hit to jar that ball loose. Could have been a big play for the Tigers there, and they got trips again.
So Myers went in motion as they hand it off to him. As he's dancing his way through the line, gets maybe 5, could be 6. And now making it 3rd and manageable, as you said earlier.
Yeah, and that's the biggest thing for the Tigers is you don't want to have multiple 3rd and longs, especially when you've been moving the ball pretty well, just some penalties.
Another screen, gets to Harris. Harris gets the first down And it is now Conroe in the driving seat as they get their second first down, and they are 2 for 2 on third down conversions tonight here in the first quarter.
That's enough for a Tigers first down.
But right now, Conroe's cruising, now into Oak Ridge territory. Handoff to Myers. Myers gets hit and is going to be tackled after a 2-yard carry as he runs through the A gap. So that was Blake Boudreaux on the tackle for Oak Ridge. No need of urgency here for the Tigers.
Absolutely not.
Nunley hands it back. Play action as it's going to be an incomplete. It looked like Barnaby had it.
Took his eyes. He got excited to run there. He was a little bit behind him, but as a receiver, that's a ball you kind of got to suck in and get some rack after that one. It was a great play action.
Rack.
Fooled both of us.
That's what I miss about you, Sam.
Rack?
The acronyms.
Run after catch. If you don't know, RAC, the run after the catch, or YAC, yards after catch. Any sort of ACK. Trips again for the Tigers.
Getting their play from the sideline. Nunley looks, swing pass to Myers. Myers was able to break one tackle, breaks two, trots out of bounds.
Decision time.
Alex Myers on the reception.
Decision time for the Tigers. They're marking him at the 42, 4 yards short of the first down, and now you're in no man's land. What do you do here if you're the Tigers? And it looks like they're to keep the offense out there. Have been successful on 2 third and shorts. Now they're going to see if they're successful here on 4th and short.
First time they're going for it on 4th down here in Oak Ridge territory. They're going to give it. No, it's going to be an RPO. Nunley's going to keep it himself, but it looks like he's not. Wait. We're going to see where they put.
Sticks.
Yeah, they're going to see where they're going to say forward progress is. They might bring out the measurement.
Defense is.
Yeah, that Conroe defense was already starting to run out, and you see that the Oak Ridge offense is over there talking to Coach Blackshire. But yes, they're going to say that he did not get it. Nunley was unable to convert.
Huge stop for the War Eagles on a drive where Conroe was kind of rolling, except for those early offensive penalties for him. But it kind of looked like a busted play. I'm not really sure if Nunley, if that was the design, if it was a read option, or if bobbled the handoff. But Nunley got about 3.5, but he needed 4. So Oak Ridge football.
Now Oak Ridge is with excellent field position in their own territory to start things off. Urbe drops back, throws, and it looks like he connects with, I think that was Unterfinger. Actually, no, that is James Scare, sophomore tight end.
And if you're a sophomore on varsity, definitely have some talent in you. Gonna be hard-working man. Still got 2.5 more years of varsity football. This is all great reps for him.
So lined up with 4 receivers. Urbe hands it off. This time it's going to be the number 23, Ethan Pruitt, who's the lead rusher right now for Oak Ridge. Gets bottled up behind the line of scrimmage. Actually, that was
Caleb Martinez.
That was Caden Raina.
I think Caleb Martinez might have been their first one at that line. So we're almost halfway through the quarter.
Yeah, and already 1 turnover on down. 0 for 1 on 4th down conversion for Conroe, but now we have the first 3rd down here for Oak Ridge, trying to get something going on their offense. Man in motion. Urbe throws to his running back. He does connect with Raina as he gets the first down.
Huge. Conroe sent the pressure there. A DB coming off the edge almost tipped that pass at the line, but that just left the check down route out of the backfield, the wheel route wide open.
As you can see on the replay, that swing pass, wheel route, whatever you want to call it, able to get the conversion. And now Oak Ridge midfield right there in Conroe territory. Ball at the Tiger 48. Unterfinger in motion. It's going to be a misdirect handoff. And that looks to be Raina again, short of the first down marker. But whenever you bring that motion, going to that strong side, that weak side, opened up, as you saw, 9 yards. Nice execution, establishing the run. Haven't seen many passes yet. Not taking any chances downfield yet. Haven't seen Scott at all. It's another handoff to Raina as he gets the first down.
Yeah, and the Oak Ridge run game, they're just picking up chunk yards at a time. That's kind of what they want to keep on doing. You don't need to risk throwing the football when you're getting 5 or 9 yards each run. Well, it'd be more than enough to pick up a first down every time.
Well, I can see by the headline judge on the sideline, James Scott, whenever you see a 6'5" gentleman on the sideline, it's not hard to miss. As Urbe rolls left, go ahead and cut back, and he's got plenty open space as he does a juke move.
Kanye Smith, great tackle there. Prevented probably 10 more yards from that. Urbe, as we mentioned in the pregame, very elusive quarterback.
As you can see with the replay here, following the block, but sees that there's wide open spaces on the opposite end of the field, cuts back, and was at least able to get some positive yardage.
Yeah, that'll put Urbe over 500 yards rushing on the year. Has 10 rushing touchdowns, which is a lot for 5 games into the season. Averages 2 a game.
Conroe bringing pressure. Urbe's keeping it himself. He's wide open with a hole. Gets another first down for the War Eagles.
Red zone for the War Eagles.
Red zone read.
Yeah.
But you have to give it to the left guard and the left tackle being able to, because you saw the Tigers were bringing so much pressure there, and were able to open up a hole for Urbe to slip through and get to that second level.
Yeah, Cam Rucker, the left guard. Alvarado Perez, the left tackle. Protecting Urbe's blind side are those guys.
Urbe with the keeper again, finding a hole. Breaks 1, breaks 2, gets tackled finally as they are now in a goal line set, continuing to move the chains. And that's one thing that Oak Ridge is going to be doing. They're going to try to eat up as much time as they're trying to strike first here as the sun is setting. And, Sam, I don't know if you've seen it yet, but if a score is about to happen, you're going to be in for something. Oh, you know.
I don't know, but I saw on the Instagram that they had the lights that do the thing, and so I'm kind of excited to see that in person. I haven't seen it yet.
You stole my thunder there.
I know, I shouldn't have. I should have played dumb.
Hands it off to Pruitt. Pruitt spins. He was extending, but I don't know if they're going to let him. No, Pruitt is. Wait, late. They say that he got the touchdown. So it's a War Eagle touchdown with a 5-yard run from Ethan Pruitt.
Oh, here we go. Oh, this light show is awesome. Look at this. Pruitt extending. That's the extra effort that he needed to tack on his 5th touchdown of the year.
Well, how about you break down that play following this extra point attempt as it's
no good.
Off the crossbar. Actually, it's off the upright, so that's a doink. But here's the replay. Take it over, Sam.
Yeah, so they're in the I form. Pruitt just hard-nosed running, tackled there about at the 2-yard line with the first point of contact, but he's like, I need to get it into the end zone. Full extension, ball hits the goal line, and all the ball has to do is break the plane, which is that white line, and Pruitt gets in there for 6.
Well done.
Thank you. Only 6. Extra point was missed, and that could come back to bite Oak Ridge if Conroe was able to get in the end zone and make their extra point. So 4:06 left in the first quarter.
Oak Ridge leading 6-0.
Right.
All right, as Oak Ridge is bringing in the kickoff team, they had a high pooch kick, and it was recovered from Conroe. It was Elijah Harris on the return. But back also deep is Jackson Taylor, and I think that is Braylon Mills. And then 24, Xavier Harmon.
They pulled a quick one on us.
Oh, they did.
Oh, my goodness. I've never seen anything like that.
So it's going to be returned by Taylor as he's still moving.
Oh,
he's coming up the sideline. Looks like he's got plenty open space as he's hugging the sideline. He's finally pushed out of bounds into Oak Ridge territory. Yeah, they caught us off guard because
we were looking down. They were all huddled up, and then they turned around. Look at the replay here. They're all turned around, and then they just turn around and kick it. I don't know if I've seen anything like that before, Jackson.
Yeah, they were trying to catch Conroe off guard, and they caught us off guard, but it benefited Conroe. They were able to allow it to get further back and allow their players to catch those blocks.
I kind of like that strategy. That was interesting. It's something I've never seen.
You have to figure out any advantage that you can.
That was exciting.
Any way that you can have any advantage to catch your team off guard. You caught the booth off guard.
Yeah.
Even the camera crew behind us, the producers, they were caught off guard a little bit. So Nunley drops back. There's pressure. He's going to evade it. He's rolling left. Throwing connects it. That was with Mills. It's going to be a first down for the Tigers.
Yeah, and that pressure was coming from the right side. And Nunley being a southpaw, his natural rollout side is to go towards the left. And so that is an easier throw for a lefty rolling out to the left compared to a right-handed quarterback. That would be a tougher throw throwing cross-body.
Nunley, play action, slant, but there is a pass play, and it looks like it is going to be a touchdown for Caden Barnaby, but there is a flag late. Actually, there was a flag right before the catch. That was early.
Might have been an RPO play. Could have been some.
Offsides on the defense.
Oh, it doesn't matter.
That penalty is declined. Touchdown.
Tie game.
Caden Barnaby. All it needed, 2 plays for Conroe.
We got excitement here early, Jackson. It was a quick slant route. Again, Conroe likes to run these play action, sort of RPO styled plays, just some quick passes, get the ball into their playmakers, and let them go do their thing in the open field.
Pinning the extra point. Good snap, good hold. And it's in between the uprights, so that is now Conroe leading 7-6. But here's the replay. Take it over, Sam.
Yeah, Nunley, the play action again. Right to Barnaby, missed tackle. All he sees is open grass, jumps into the end zone. And after that penalty that was offsides, that's when the Tigers can celebrate, knowing it was not a penalty on them. And they got the lead. We were just talking about how the extra point could already cost Oak Ridge. Now you got to discuss, do you go for 2 if you get if Oak Ridge were to score here?
I'd say yes.
Yeah. Early in the game, it doesn't really affect you. You'll have more knowledge later into the game. But Jackson, I feel like we're going to have a great game here. Both teams have already scored. Both offenses have shown that they can go down the field and score. We've had some excitement on the special teams. It's not even the end of the first quarter.
Conroe was showing tempo there. And not only that, if you go back and just analyzing that play, Nunley with the play action, but throwing quick, that rapid release and the slant from Barnaby, which was he was playing man coverage. There was not a safety there deep at all. So whenever you're a quarterback and you can see those types of matchups, you're going to eat that up all day. You're going to just feast on that. Now it's a deep ball. It's returnable by Unterfinger from the 5. Say he's still moving. Takes 4 Tigers to finally tackle him. Actually, that was Barnes. My apologies. Yeah, that 2 and 3, little bunched with these jerseys. But as you can see on the quick replay from the return, Conroe playing it smart, making it be a returnable kick. And so from the 5, Barnes had himself a 14-yard kickoff return. We're going to see this Oak Ridge War Eagle offense come back out on the field. Still no sign of Scott.
Yeah, I see him on the sideline, I think. Maybe he's in the slot on the top. Is that him?
And then he's too tall for that. But it's a pass to Unterfinger. As he's going to say he got that first down. So that's the 5th first down of the night for Oak Ridge. Yeah, I'm seeing Scott.
Yeah, I see him on the sideline.
Yeah, he's still on the sideline. But he's in his pads. But Oak Ridge lining up with 4 receivers. Urbe in the gun. Rania gets the handoff. Say he gets maybe 6, 7 on that carry, and if you're Oak Ridge, you're going to take that all day.
Yeah, you anything more than 5 is great. You get a first down every 2 plays. And Conroe, really, except for that one rush early on that first drive, haven't been able to contain Oak Ridge to under 2 yards on a carry.
Oak Ridge now in the pistol. 3 wide receivers, 2 at the top, 1 at the bottom of the screen. Urbe's going to keep it. It's going to be an option pitch as they get to Rania. As he gets the first down and then some, he's back into Conroe territory and pushed out of bounds near the 35.
CJ Mooring with that hit out of bounds.
That's a 27-yard run on the pitch. Little bobble there, but still have a nice big sweep with the option. And Oak Ridge are now in the driver's seat in Conroe territory. Urbe, plenty of time, throwing downfield, looking for Logan Unterfinger. As he gets it, and he is out of bounds.
That is about as perfect as a ball you could put.
Right in the breadbasket.
It appears that he stepped out of bounds, but Urbe teleported that ball into his hands.
Perfect touch, perfect placement. Would have been a perfect touchdown. Unfortunate. And I like the aggressiveness from Oak Ridge there, throwing the deep ball this early. So 2nd down. Going to be another run, but he's going to be bottled up. That is Caleb Martinez in on the tackle for the loss.
That's a second pretty big run stop of the game. And Martinez is only a sophomore. That is a pretty good defensive lineman right there. Still got, again, 2.5 more years of football in high school.
Well, if you look at Conroe's roster, they do have a freshman that is on the O-line, Tate Rosso.
Yeah, they got some dudes. They
do have some dudes.
That's what the kids say.
That is what the kids say. Little swing route to Rania. Not going to get anywhere on 3rd down. Don't let the guys behind you bother you, Sam.
That's right.
Ain't nobody going to break your stride.
That's right. Now we got a 4th down. It's decision time again. So 31. That'd be a pretty long field goal for a high school kicker. And the offense has looked very good so far. 4th and 6 though is probably too far to run the ball. You could do something where you get Urbe out of the pocket, rolling out. They got trips to the weak side here. Not a lot of room, and they're going to call a timeout. Smart thing.
Yeah, you're running low on that play clock. We're still in the first quarter here, but
Timeout. Conroe.
I like
That's
the play.
First of the half. They have fighting.
Okay, I do see Scott. He's running to the huddle.
Hey, looks like
He's a little ginger on his trot. He might be one of those. He can try to test what he has.
They can use him as decoy, maybe.
That could be, if you want to decoy him.
But Oak Ridge's playmakers have looked really good tonight. Rania and Pruitt split backfield. Rania kind of gets the work, and then Pruitt is kind of the goal line back we've seen so far. And
Kind of like that Sonic and Knuckles.
Yeah. For Jameer Gibbs and David Montgomery. there's no such thing as having too many playmakers.
No.
You can all get them involved.
Exactly.
And that we've seen tonight with Oak Ridge. They've been spreading the wealth offensively, even without seeing Scott out there.
Referees trying to let Oak Ridge know, hey, time's up, time to line it up.
Yeah, we're talking about what play. This is when you run your best 6-yard play.
Urbe, wait a second.
Does Conroe want to talk things over now?
Looks like it.
We have a timeout called by Conroe. That's their first of the half. They have 2 remaining.
You don't take him with you.
Yeah, they clearly didn't like what they saw. They might have thought Oak Ridge was going to come out in the same formation, and they kind of did. They just flipped fields. Initially they had trips on the bottom of your screen, and then they had trips at the top. Conroe, I don't think they had enough defenders over there on that right side. So we'll see what they come out in. It's a chess match, as we like to call it. The first half timeouts don't really matter. In the second half, you obviously want to save them towards the end of the game, and especially in a game that's close like this, where you might need to get the ball back and use those 3 timeouts to stop the clock.
Now, Sam, on the Oak Ridge side of things, what would you do here? You need 6 yards.
I am a firm believer in either it's a 4th down or you're going for a 2-point conversion. Have some sort of play where the quarterback can roll out. And with the ball being on the left hash and Urbe being a right-handed quarterback, he has the ability to roll out right, and if they have trips on the right side, he's got 3 receivers in his direct eyesight as he's rolling out. And let's say one of the guys guarding a receiver bails to go to Urbe. He have a wide-open man. But if somebody doesn't, then Urbe can just roll out and pick up 6 yards with his legs.
Well, Oak Ridge lining up with extra protection at the line of scrimmage. Urbe, he's rolling right, looking downfield, throwing to Unterfinger, and it's going to be an incomplete pass, turnover on downs. That was number 1, James Koloski, who was blanketing Unterfinger.
Yeah, but that's the concept you want to see. I would have liked to have seen more receivers on that right side, but Oak Ridge must have liked that one-on-one coverage because Koloski was there.
And it was smart for Oak Ridge to at least have another tight end at the line to offer up extra protection just to make sure that your quarterback had enough extra time. But when you're bringing more protection, you're not going to have another weapon downfield, which it's the disadvantage. But you want to protect. But now we're going to see Conroe with a fresh set of downs here. As it's going to be RPO for Nunley. He's going to keep it himself and is short of the first down marker.
Cameron Nunley on the carry.
So this is the 3rd possession tonight here for Conroe. So they're going to say actually he was down 2 yards before the line of scrimmage. Before the first down marker. As Myers gets the handoff and he's bottled up. He's tackled back at the line. He's able to get to the line of scrimmage, but nowhere. And that's that Oak Ridge defense that will continue to contest in the trenches.
That might take us to the end of the first.
Yeah, I think you're right. So with 3rd and 3 as the first quarter concludes.
Gullo Toyota, Gullo Mazda, and Gullo Ford are your hometown auto dealers. We have been treating customers like family since 1970. So when you're ready for a new or used vehicle, go with the name you know. Gullo, Gullo Ford, Gullo Mazda, and Gullo Toyota. Shop GulloAuto.com.
Shop GulloAuto.com. I used to have a Toyota Tundra.
Did you?
I did. I like my Tundra.
That's a truck, right?
It is.
Okay.
I would call it my Tundra tank.
I'm not a big car guy. I don't really.
Well, I'm not a car guy either.
I know where the brake and the accelerator is, and that's probably about it, and how to turn it on.
Okay, well, at least you have some concepts of how to drive.
I could put it in reverse, and I can put it in go. Tigers football still. 3rd and short, huge 3rd down for both sides here.
That was a quick first quarter. Now I'm pretty sure I just did a commentator's jinx, so now we're going to have a slower paced game.
Yeah, might have more timeouts, a lot of incomplete passes, stop the clock. Maybe a thunderstorm will roll in. I'm gonna have to take a.
Don't even put that
Well,
out
if
there.
you say it, then it won't happen, right? That's
What are you
the
doing?
reverse-
We don't
reverse
want
announcer's
that.
case.
No.
I don't
No,
think
no.
there's any rain in the area. It's a great night here. I don't see a cloud in the sky. Conroe up to the line. Nunley in the gun. He's got 3 receivers down on the bottom of your screen. Oak Ridge showing blitz. They're gonna hand it off up the middle. And I don't think he got it. It's going to be real close.
Yeah, it's going to be a close call there for Myers.
I think they're saying he's short.
If you're Conroe, I would go for it here. You're leading by a point, but with the tempo that you've been going with, why not? Why not have a little bit of urgency here? It's 4th and barely anything. Give it to Myers. Have it be a quarterback, sneak, whatever. You have your burly boys up front. Have them fight in the trenches. Let's go.
Nunley in the gun. They got a tighter formation here. Nunley looking to the sidelines now. Play clock rolling down. It's at 3. Are they going to take a timeout? I believe they do. Talk it over. The Tigers will.
Timeout called by Conroe.
And all they need is
That's
about
their
the length of
second
the football.
of the
This is
half.
about as
They
close
have
as it
one
gets.
remaining.
Not even 4th and 1. We'll say it's 4th and inches.
4th and inches indeed. And, yeah, for that, the Tigers weren't able to get to the line fast enough. Play clock was winding down. I'm still upset with you about the whole thunderstorm situation.
It's not. I don't even know. I don't
You
think
put
it's
it.
rain
You
in the
put it out there.
forecast.
Yeah, check your phone. Check your phone right now.
Oh, we're good. 35% chance on Monday. That's all I see. And last time I checked, it's Thursday.
Now, is your location set for Lubbock?
And no, except for Shenandoah right now.
Okay.
Where we are. And the
Just
punt
making
team's
sure.
out.
So they are bringing the punt team out. That could be a potential fake.
We've seen a lot of excitement on special teams already, as Roberto Garcia, the punter, back. And the Tigers still in the huddle here.
Play clock at 15.
Time is winding down. Dendy, the long snapper for the Tigers. Play clock was right at 1. Garcia's going to get a clean punt off. Low line drive. Takes a favorable Tigers bounce. They're going to let it roll out. Should get to the 20 is where they stop it. War Eagles get the ball. Still, if I'm Connor, I would have rolled the dice a little bit there. All you needed was just about half a yard, less than half a yard probably. But we'll see that War Eagle offense back out there, as they're going to have to go 80 yards if they want a touchdown. Starting on that left hash. Reyna back there with Urbe. So Urbe's going to roll out. Looks to the sideline. Oh, are they going to say he was caught? Bobbled it a little bit, but looks like he retained it. Was Unterfinger.
Yeah, Unterfinger has had a few issues with keeping the ball in his hands. He's had a few fumbles this year and a couple bobbles, but it's still in play.
So they got 2nd and short for the War Eagles. Urbe's going to hand it off to Reyna. Reyna has some room to run, gets to the 2nd level. Enough for the first down, right at the 34. I think Mooring was there on the stop.
And not only that, as you can see, the defensive back was coming in on the blitz there for Conroe. But no need, as they went for that straight dive and get the first down.
Oak Ridge staying in this formation with 4 wide. Reyna in the gun. It's going to be a quarterback keeper, the option, and Urbe is going nowhere, just a gain of 2.
Looks like they were fighting for the pill there.
Yeah.
Not sure what really happened, but they both made it to the line of scrimmage, which is the positive.
And they're going to bring Pruitt into the game here in the backfield. And that's one of the cons of having the quarterback option. They both want the ball, obviously. But is it essentially up to Urbane? We see him a stronger formation here. A bunch of guys on the line for Oak Ridge. They're going to hand off to Pruitt. Makes a man miss. And we'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Man, he doesn't want to go down.
That's the knuckles.
That's right. I think they're going to give him a yard there. Was initially contacted about 2 yards behind the line of scrimmage, spins off the man, and Ethan Pruitt fights for a yard there. So 3rd and 7. Oak Ridge making some substitutions here. Matthews in. Braboy in. Seeing some press coverage at the top. Conroe showing blitz. They're going to send the pressure. Urbe, left side screen. Has some room to run. It's going to be a War Eagle force down and more. Ball's loose. Conroe, did they get on it? Ball's still loose. It's chaos in the bank. Is it Conroe football? It is. Turnover. Huge for the Tigers. A first down and more ensuing for the War Eagles. Ball pops out. Tigers trample on it.
Yeah, as you can see, they brought the pressure. Nice screen over there to Scare, but as he gets there, that was number 36, Jaden Richards, punching out the ball, stripping, bringing the fumble, and that is what you do not want to see on the Oak Ridge side of things.
And that is about as perfect as a play call as you could run on a 3rd down blitz that the Tigers were running. Had all the room in the world. Now Nunley back. It's going to be a handoff.
15, 20 minutes.
Only a gain of about 2 there for Myers.
Going back to the fumble, as you can see with the advancements in equipment nowadays, like these gloves, they're kind of like Stickum.
They are.
Not kind of, yeah, they are. They are. And the fact that you can still strip, you have to have a good grip on the ball.
Mills in motion. Nunley's going to roll out. Speed option out to Myers. Myers makes a man miss right down at midfield. They're going to give him the first down. Tigers trying to capitalize off of that turnover. Right at the 50. We saw Oak Ridge run the option earlier in the game, and now Nunley pitches it to Myers.
As Oak Ridge was bringing 5 there at the line, Nunley knew that he had Myers wide open for the option and getting that conversion.
Mills again in motion.
See, that's going to be another false start there.
It was a
false start on the offense. 5-yard penalty, still first down.
Might have been false start everyone but the center.
Yes.
A lot of guys moved, ball didn't. We'll push the Tigers back 5 yards, back in their territory.
Yeah, first Conroe penalty here in the second quarter. Playing fairly disciplined this half. Only 3 penalties, penalized for 20 yards. All on the offensive side. While Oak Ridge had 2 penalties, one of them was...
It's going to be a Myers handoff up the middle, trying to get back to that original line of scrimmage. Won't. Stuffed by the Oak Ridge front. Gets only about 2, so it's going to be 2nd and long.
And as you can see here, right at the line, able to get back up there, but you're running into 3 War Eagles as they go with some tempo here.
They did. Mills gets the first down. The tempo caught us off guard. I was looking down at the name sheet, but Braylon Mills with the tempo gets that first down for the Tigers. The Tempo Tigers. We like our alliteration, Jackson and I do.
We do.
We love our alliteration. And they're running the tempo again. Trips at the top. Myers in the backfield. Nunley takes a snap. It's going to be a quick handoff to Myers, and Myers is able to pick up roughly 5. I think this tempo definitely is in favor of the Tigers. I'm not sure if Oak Ridge trying to sub. If they can get the snap off fast enough, and that was close. I think the man got off in time. Myers churning them legs Gets a push from the offensive line. I think he's close to the first down. I think he has it.
He has it.
And he gets it. A lot easier to run the football when you got a bunch of dudes pushing behind you.
And with the way that Conroe's running with this tempo, it was very close for Oak Ridge to try to make that quick substitution for defensive line swap. But yes, the tempo is slowing down Oak Ridge. It's all Conroe right now as they are just right there close to the red zone.
Deep in Oak Ridge territory. Nunley going to hand it off to Myers again. Myers spins off a man. Bounces to the right side. 2 yards short of the line to gain. But Myers moving like a freight train out there.
When you have a nice power back who can also make a man miss, be elusive, that's what you like to see from the Tigers. Myers having himself a night here for his senior year. All he needs to do is deposit a touchdown here at the bank.
Nunley takes the snap. Looking, scans, rolls out right, has nowhere to go. Trying to make something happen. Nunley spins and is tackled right at the line of scrimmage. I think that's Blake Boudreaux.
Yeah, I wouldn't even consider this to be a sack on the stat sheet if he got right back to the line. He almost was tackled behind the line.
So 3rd and short for the Tigers. Trips down at the bottom. Myers, the man in the backfield. They're going to hand it off, and he is stuffed at the line of scrimmage. That is going to be a loss of 1. A swarm of Eagles. Might have been 4 right there at the line, and the Tigers are going to send the field goal unit out to try to tack on 3.
Nothing wrong with his decision here. Going to be a 37-yard attempt.
Snap, hold, kick is up. And it splits the uprights for a Tiger field goal.
So Nolan Bradbury with the 37-yarder.
And that was that had some pop to it. That probably would have been good from 47. So the Tigers were able to capitalize off of the forced fumble. But we have a good one here so far in the bank. Thursday night, 4:32 left to go in the second quarter. I could see the band, the drill team, they're warming up to our left. It's going to be a good one. It's a one-score game. Oak Ridge getting the ball now, and they get the ball to start the second half. Looking to score with not much time here. They don't want to give the Tigers back the ball before half.
If you would look at time of possession, I would say that Oak Ridge held onto the ball mostly during the first quarter. It's been split fairly well here between both teams in the second quarter. But I would say that Oak Ridge, whenever they've had possession, they've eaten up a lot of clock.
They definitely have. And we can see Scott's warming up on the sideline. He's taking some passes. It's going to be kicked. It's going to be received right around the 13. There are little communication issues there. Oak Ridge returns it about to the 27. That could have been some trouble as both of the returners almost ran into each other there.
And you're right. Scott is huddling up. I'm curious if we will get to see the senior wide receiver, 3-star verbal commit to TCU get some action tonight.
Yeah, he's in the offensive huddle, and I see him going out there. So this is our first action of 3-star receiver James Scott that we have seen tonight as he is lined out wide as Oak Ridge is going by the 2x2. I think that's Rainier in the back. Urbe's looking for Scott. One-on-one Harmon, and there's going to be a flag. More than likely
Multiple
on
flags.
Harmon. And that is the matchup we talked about in the pregame. Was the 3-stars going at it, Scott and Harmon. And if you're a football fan, you want to see the guys going at each other, the dudes going at it. And it looks like it's gonna be on the defense. Referees are convening.
It's pass interference for sure. Waiting to see who they're going to call it on.
We have defensive pass interference on the defense. Number 24. 15-yard penalty. First down. Oak Ridge.
So it was defensive pass interference on Xavier Harmon. He was the ABC 13 Athlete of the Week of this week, I believe. So high honors to him. Saw the interview that ABC 13 did.
Isn't that KTRK?
I couldn't tell you. It's one of them. I'm pretty sure they all begin with K. So you got one letter right. And we see Scott and Harmon. Harmon is shadowing Scott, and he's pressing again. The confidence. Urbe is going to keep it himself out to the left. Just a little quarterback keeper. A little power concept. Get about 3.
And following the line was moving, zone block scheme to the left, and only 3 yards on the carry. But I don't know if you know this now, Sam, that we do get a 2-minute timeout here at the 2-minute mark here for high school football now.
Is that it?
It started this year.
Oh,
It's new. It started this
Okay.
year.
I like that. Makes things more exciting. Tight end for Oak Ridge. Urbane's going to roll out right. Looking. Pumps. It's going to throw it out of bounds. Intended for Braboy, but he was just trying to get it out of there so he didn't lose any yards. It's going to bring up 3rd and long.
A lot of pressure from the Tigers, sending an extra linebacker on that blitz. Press coverage from the defense, not seeing much or any openings upfield. Urbe looked like he was going to try to run with it, but seeing that he didn't have much of a lane, went ahead and threw an incomplete pass in the direction of Bradboy.
And now I'm seeing Scott on an island. Is this a timeout? It is. Oak Ridge uses their 2nd timeout of the half. Each team's got one more.
Called by Conroe Oak Ridge. That's their second of the first half. They have 1 remaining.
So Oak Ridge, 3rd and 7. 3rd and 8, we'll call it.
Trying to get the student section involved here to get behind these Oak Ridge War Eagles. You're only down 4. Need to get loud here at the bank. Need that home field advantage.
That's right.
Nice turnout here.
They're the closest to the stadium. Four teams share the bank. 2 teams share Buddy Moorhead, I believe.
Mm-hmm. Kenny Creek and Conroe.
And then College Park, Woodlands, Oak Ridge, Grand Oaks, they all share the bank. 2 great facilities. 2 great press boxes that we are gratefully get to use to do our stream.
A lot of renovations happen over
That's
at Moorhead.
right. It's a great facility. We got a great stream. Look at all these camera angles we have. The production's great. We're gonna have a great 3rd down play here as Urbe in the gun. Need something. Scott. Motion. He's open. He's got open field. Harmon can't make the tackle. Scott stays on his feet. He's turning. He picks up about 10 yards after initial contact.
And that is what you need to do to get your playmakers involved. Went ahead, had the play. Let's look at the replay here. Play action, up the seam, finds Scott wide open, going up against Harmon, but that 6'5" frame does a spin move. Kind of reminds me, and I'm not trying to say that he is the next Calvin Johnson, but Calvin Johnson had that huge frame. And the way that you run after you catch the ball, being that tall, it's so unique.
And Scott's been the difference maker this drive. As Urbe, another play action. Urbe's looking for Scott. He's going to roll out right. Has people chasing him, and he finds receiver. Is he going to dive? He gets into the end zone. Otenfenger. Touchdown. War Eagles. They take the lead. Just a little drag route. They go up 2. It looks like they are just taking the 1. Would put them up 3, which is smart.
I believe that was a 20-yard pass.
Chunk plays for Oak Ridge this drive. Kind of different to what we saw in the previous drives where they would run the ball. Snap, hold, kick. This one seems to split the uprights, and it does. Oak Ridge 3-point lead. The light show's going off. It's a party in the bank. We got.
And here's the replay. Urbe play action. As you said, Chunk play. Finds his man. Little toss over to Unterfinger. Crosses the plane. Reservations for 6. Put it on the board. Oak Ridge taking the lead 13-10 here at Woodforest Bank Stadium. Thursday night. Been waiting all day for Thursday night.
That's right. So Conroe has 2:44, the 2-minute timeout, and 1 timer of their own to try to match the 6 or put up 3 to send this game into halftime. And this second quarter's been exciting. The whole game's been exciting. And we'll see. Last time Oak Ridge kicked it off, they sneak attacked us.
Yeah, we need to actually pay a little close attention right now because we were looking at our sheets to see who was lining up.
I think Conroe's ready in case, so I don't think they're going to run it this time. They could. This is interesting. They have all the kickoff team, 8 guys on the right, 1 dude up top. Maybe it's 9. Did my math wrong. 9 guys down on the right. This is interesting.
I thought that people who go to tech are supposed to be really good at math.
No, I don't believe so. We like to throw tortillas on the field. That's what we're doing during kickoff.
Oh, that's right.
Now they're going to kick it. Ew, it's going to be a kickoff, and there's going to be a flag.
Yep.
Might be 2 flags. There's going to be 1 for offsides and then 1 for kicking out of bounds. Well, Oak Ridge their special teams coordinator is really brainstorming because they had 9 on the right side, then they ran them all out to the left, keeping Conroe on their toes.
Yeah, that's a special teams coordinator, Luke McGowan, who you're referring to. He's also the wide receivers coach. But there is going to be a official timeout and those penalties, waiting to see. They're both on Oak Ridge, as you were saying, Sam.
Absolutely.
They've only been penalized twice. 1 was declined and 1 was for 5 yards. But we're going to see where this is going to end up. If I'm Conroe, I'm going to take.
We have 2 penalties on the kicking team. We have offsides on the kicking team. That penalty has been declined. We also have a kick out of bounds. That penalty has been accepted. Conroe's ball, 30-yard line.
Let's give that young man a round of applause.
So Conroe will be able to start this drive, they said, at the 30-yard line.
I believe so. It should be right and around there.
I would say that would just be a 5-yard penalty then. Because if it was a touchback, it would have been started at the 25. But Conroe most likely will be playing with tempo here.
Yeah, needing to match Oak Ridge as Nunley takes a good step, steps up in the pocket, throws an interception, it's picked off. Oak Ridge looking to make something happen. Still on his feet. Huge.
Nico Chavez out of nowhere, getting a jump off of Elijah Harris, and Cam Nunley getting another turnover. So Oak Ridge, and we have penalties thrown late following the play, but you see Nico Chavez getting a jump.
That is a lurk right there from the young man.
Might have been a little excessive celebrating. Waiting for referees, but I saw 2 markers get thrown following.
We had 2 unsportsmanlike penalties after the interception. We had 1 penalty on 78 White. We had another penalty on Conroe Oak Ridge. Those penalties all set. First down.
So the penalty's offset. Oak Ridge football, and they can tack on extra points to their lead. As Nelly just didn't see the guy, and we talked earlier in the pregame, he's had some turnover problems, throwing the football, already had, I believe, 4 interceptions coming into this game.
But you're right. Nico Chavez, he was lurking there. He thought he had Harris wide open, able to get that jump, get the interception. So now the turnover battle is set even. You had the fumble earlier. Now you have the interception.
So that was Nunley's 4th interception on the year. And that puts the ball back in Urbe's hands in prime position, creeping up to red zone. And they got plenty of time. They can chew this clock down a little bit. If they score now, they get the ball to start the half.
Not only that, you're right. You have Reyna in the backfield. Go ahead and start to feed him the pill.
It's going to be a quarterback power. Reyna going out there to give a lead block. Gives a nice block as Urbe is able to pick up about 5. So they'll have 2nd and 5. And they might just take this down to the 2-minute warning. And absolutely no rush whatsoever for the War Eagles.
You see Reyna pick up that block. Even a guard coming through, pulling with that block as well.
So they are going to take it to the 2-minute timeout. In the red zone are the War Eagles.
2-minute timeout.
It's been an exciting one. Both teams with one, I like to call it traditional turnover, interception or fumble. One had that turnover on downs. So we've seen all 3, turnover on downs, interception, and fumble recovery. It's been an exciting game. Bunch of momentum shifts for both sides. And right now, Oak Ridge has all the momentum heading into that 2-minute timeout.
And you know what's really exciting, Sam? This is the only game being played on Thursday this week within the district. It is Conroe versus Oak Ridge here on the Woodforest Stadium channel. All other games are going to be tomorrow night. College Park on the road, over in Willis. Kenny Creek, Cleveland at Moorhead. And then Grand Oaks and New Caney here.
First play, Urbe has all the time in the world. Looking for Scott. Overthrown out of bounds, and there's going to be a penalty flag.
That's one of those things that's going to hurt Conroe if it's going to be on them yet again.
Oh, looks like they are picking it up.
There is no penalty on the play.
It looks, if that was initially pass interference.
Ball was deemed uncatchable.
Yeah, I was about to say ball was not catchable. If Scott can't get up there and get it, I don't know. Maybe Manute Bowl was about the only other guy that could get it.
That's a nice pull.
Thank you. Manute, I think he was 7'7". So that's about 14 inches taller than Scott. Scott's close to being 14 inches taller than me. Not really, but we'll just say that.
No comment about my height.
I mean, the viewers, you could be 6'5" too. Urbe, 2 guys in motion, and that's going to be a penalty there. More than likely on Oak Ridge.
We had a false start. Number 62, offense. 5-yard penalty, still 3rd down.
So pushes them back, makes it 3rd and 10 again. Was 3rd and 5.
Yeah, that's the 3rd penalty now for that actually goes against Oak Ridge. All 5-yard penalties, the one on special teams, and 2 false starts.
So Oak Ridge looking to get into the end zone here. Urbe drops back, pressure coming. Does he avoid it? He does not. Urbe goes down in the backfield for a sack. Duntavian Duckett brings down Urbe.
As you can see here, the pocket collapses on Urbe, and Duckett gets a hand on him, able to bring him down.
And it looks like the offense is staying out there. If I'm Conroe, I'd burn that last time out, try to get the ball back maybe. Now the field goal unit goes out there. And this is going to be 43-yarder for Oak Ridge. Play clock run down. It's at 7. For Oak Ridge, are they going to have to use that timeout? Let's see what the call is.
Looks like there's some movement from Conroe.
And Oak Ridge, I think, gets the timeout off from the initial indication.
Nope, that is.
We have a timeout on the play.
Okay.
Offense. That
Snuck
is their
it in.
third and final timeout of the half.
Just in time, because it looked like Conroe had jumped, but because they saw the play clock running down. So Oak Ridge, if they send the field goal unit back out there, would put them up 6 if the try is good.
Trying to see what the longest has been this season for Oak Ridge on field goal. Let's see.
So that was Oak Ridge's last time out. Conroe does have one.
What I see so far is the longest field goal made from Beetle is a 30-yarder.
This would crush that long.
Yeah, this is a 43 attempt right now from where he's lining up.
Play clock not going to be an issue here. Beetle can take his time. Snap, little high. Beetle, the kick is up.
No good.
It's going to be left.
Left and short.
Conroe now has 59 seconds and pretty good field position here. Do have that one timeout. Now all they would have to do is get into field goal range. That's not asking for the length of the field now, because they will start at the 26.
It's unfortunate that you weren't able to get any points off of the turnover,
which felt like all the momentum in the world. Conroe, both of these offenses have been moving the ball steadily all night.
because Conroe was at least able to get the field goal off of the fumble.
Handoff up the middle. Conroe's got to play with some urgency. It's Myers. Been the back end there all night. Gets a good chunk. Are they gonna? They're gonna run tempo here. Want to save that timeout. 40 seconds on the game clock. Two receivers out wide each. Nunley takes a snap, looks for a screen to the outside. He's gonna get out of bounds. That is Jackson Taylor with the quick reception. They're gonna give him the first down, and they are going to say he got out of bounds, so that will stop the clock. At the 40-yard line. Not really sure where Bradbury's range is.
Bradbury was able to kick a 42 earlier this season, so if they can get at least
35.
Yeah, I would say about the 35.
They're going to hand it off to Myers again, and he's going to be stopped at the line of scrimmage. And there is the Conroe timeout. 6 seconds on the clock. You probably take maybe a shot here, or if they want to run some sort of hook and ladder concept.
We have a timeout called by Conroe. That is their third and final timeout of the half.
As you can see, that Oak Ridge will be bringing out that prevent-style defense. They're going to have James Scott come in to play in the secondary as well.
It's like when the Patriots would throw Gronk back there on the prevent Hail Mary defense. You want to get all your big guys down there. We'll see more than likely Nunley unleash the cannon to see how far he can get that to the end zone, or they might run some sort of just little drag concept, get some guys behind him for some laterals. Could see some chaos here to end the first half.
Nothing wrong with a little excitement,
No,
Sam.
there's not at all. Ball at the 41.
But James Scott playing deep safety here.
And it's going to hand it off to Myers. Myers has some room to run. It's going to get to the 45 of Oak Ridge. Time is expired. And that's going to be the end of our first half. Oak Ridge 13, Conroe 10. Don't go anywhere, though, folks. Both of these bands going to be playing, I believe. Gotta love the entertainment. And you know it's October, so that means it's called Bandtober. The marching season competition tomorrow. Conroe is going down. Bands of America South Houston performing their 2025 marching show, Big and Bright. So I might get a little preview of that.
How did you know that?
I got sources. Still got connections. So
Yeah,
we're going to
I didn't even have that information.
step aside, get a little refreshments. We got 15 minutes on the clock. Not sure how long it'll be. Stay tuned. We'll tone up the field mic so you can get the full experience. Jackson and I will be back for the second half. Should be a great one here at the bank.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's showtime! Introducing the pride of Conroe, the Conroe High School Golden Girls. The Golden Girls are under the direction of Director Morgan Van Dresser and Assistant Director Hillary Britton. Golden Girls would like to recognize Bill Law, Center for Justice Research, Covenant Chiropractic, Dental Break Digital Design Studio, Dickens Delivery Service Inc., Sutter, and True Texas Solar and Roofing for being top Tiger sponsors for the 25-26 school year. Thank you, sponsors, for your support. Spirit Girl of the Week is Precious Clark. Golden Girl of the Week is Lyndon Schmucker. Officer of the Week is Maya Lantang. Teacher of the Week is Mr. Garcia. Social Committee members are Madeline Ellington, Sabrina Sarmiento, Head Chairman Camille Rickbolt. Military officers are Lieutenant Colonel Camden Cartwright, Lieutenant Colonel Faith Johnson, First Lieutenant Colonel and JV Mentor Lauren Park, and Colonel Maya Lantang. Tonight, the Golden Girls will be performing the King Routine to Kings and Queens. Take it away, Golden Girls! Celebrating one of the greatest academic traditions in Texas since 1900, award-winning Conroe High, under the leadership of Principal Dr. Tasha Smith, along with Dr. David Vincent, Superintendent of the Conroe ISD. Celebrating 129 years of excellence, together proudly present one of the oldest bands in Texas as it celebrates its 96th birthday this year. Please give a big welcome to the legendary Conroe Tiger Band! Section of the week, the Front Ensemble! Today, the band presents its contest show entitled Big and Bright, featuring the music of Eric Copeland and James Wheaton Howard. Once again, ladies and gentlemen, celebrating an award-winning band tradition since 1929. Please welcome the legendary Conroe Tiger Band! championships in every activity offered in every decade since 1900. We celebrate our past while working toward the future. Conroe High, a proud tradition of excellence for 133 years. And now, for Conroe the Nine faithful everywhere, stand proud and rejoice in the greatest high school fight song of all time. Celebrating America's greatest generation from 1947, here is Ed Cannon's Tiger Pregame! On behalf of Conroe High, we wish the student body, faculty, and staff of Oak Ridge High School a great school year, and we wish the Oak Ridge band success at contest. The band is under the direction of Chase Giddings, Abraham Nunez, Jake Robbins, Michael Henson, and Jonathan Langford. Conroe, great students, great schools, great parents, a great community. We are Conroe. Sick 'em, Tigers!
Good evening and welcome from the award-winning Oak Ridge High School Liberty Bells dance team under the direction of Rebecca Barber and April Pickerman. The 2025-2026 Liberty Bells officers are Logan Blesko, Lieutenant, Addison Duncan, Lieutenant, Grace Florenflow, Lieutenant, Rebecca Loomis, Lieutenant, Savannah Norris, Lieutenant Colonel, Alyssa Thomas, Lieutenant Colonel, Joe O'Neill, Colonel. The Spirit Girl of the Week is Bella Grace Williams. The Dancer of the Week is Alyssa Ackley. Now sit back and enjoy the Liberty Bell streamer routine to the pink chart topper. Raise your glass. Take it away, ladies. sit back and relax as the War Eagle Band performs part 1 and 2 of their 2025 field show titled Blastworks. Take it away, War Eagle Band!
Let's welcome back onto the field the Conroe Tigers. And here come your Oak Ridge Warriors.
Welcome back. We are about to start the second half. Sam I am.
That's right. It was my nickname for a while, so I could still get called.
So Jackson Cochran and Sam Ulrich here, being your commentators for tonight's matchup here at Woodforest Bank Stadium. It's a close-scoring, low-scoring game right before we start off the second half, and Oak Ridge is going to be able to receive. But Sam, what are some key takeaways you saw out of this first half of this game?
It's almost felt like a mirror match. We were looking at it at halftime. Both of these teams forced a turnover. Both had a turnover on downs. It's just who can capitalize off each other's mistakes more. And Oak Ridge, to start the ball, they can really make a statement. And we saw Scott playing in the latter half of the second quarter, and he has been an X factor, forcing a defensive PI, then had a huge, almost 30-yard play, bouncing off dudes, spinning off dudes, and he's been the key for the War Eagles on offense in that second quarter, and he's back to return the kick.
Yeah, I agree, Sam. Actually having James Scott back in the lineup, starting later in that second quarter, seeing him come in and being a difference maker. You want to make sure that your top receiver is going to get involved, and he got involved in a huge way, especially drawing the pass interference, but then the big catch that set up that touchdown, that 20, I believe it was around a 20-yarder from Urbe to Unterfinger, that brought Oak Ridge back into this game to allow them to take that 3-point lead late in the second quarter as Conroe's ready to kick it off, and we're going to start this second half off. It's a deep ball. Looks to be returnable from Unterfinger from the 8. Fake on a reverse, but he's going to get bottled up, and it's going to be a short return. That little play, the little fake over to Scott, thinking that they were going to catch him off guard, and no, it didn't happen. They're going to be inside the 15 to start things off. That's a huge field to get some points on the board here to start off the second half.
Not ideal for Oak Ridge, but when you got James Scott heading to TCU next year.
Well, verbal commit.
Yeah,
I know signing
right.
day hasn't happened
That's
yet,
right.
but
in today's day and age, people flip like pancakes.
ooh, pancakes.
Food sounds good, doesn't it?
Just had some hot dogs to start us off. Urbe rolling right, throws upfield, looking for Bradboy. They're going to say it's an incomplete pass.
Casey Stout there with some tight coverage. The safety. Presence was felt there by Bradboy, forcing that incompletion.
And Conroe already bringing the pressure to start things off in the first play of the second half. Looking to see who's in the backfield next to him. I believe it is Reyna. So number 22 in the sidecar to the right of Urbe. 2nd and 10. Hands it off to Reyna as he's going to go ahead and run to the left side. And he's...
The football's out.
Oh, the ball does come out, and it is recovered from Conroe. And that is the one thing that is going to hurt Oak Ridge is the turnover.
He just out-weight roomed him there. Just grabbed the ball like someone stealing a purse from an old lady.
And let's see the replay here. As in the scrum, thinking that they were probably going to call it. But, yeah, the ball comes out quick.
29 the recovery. I don't think he forced it out.
Yeah, that was
But
Bryson
huge.
Penny. So, yeah, Not how you want to start things off here in the second half. Conroe, Cam Nunley, in the gun, hands it off, gives it to Myers as he's trying to push his way through, but it's short. Say he gets maybe 2 on that run. But Myers, right now, would you consider this like a 4-down territory this early in the second quarter or second half? Would you want to take a risk? You already got the turnover early.
Yeah,
Nunley,
it's a free drive.
Another handoff. Play action fake. Oh, looking for number 22, Shane Patterson. So the play action had me fooled for a second.
It had me fooled as well. I mean, that's just kind of a miscue by Nunley. No one was near Patterson. He could have thrown that ball 50 feet in the air and let it come down, and Patterson would have had it. That was a great play call. I fooled us.
He did. And little too much on that throw. But now, only one receiver, multiple guys in the backfield. Going to give to Myers yet again as he punches his way through. He is in for the touchdown. Conroe able to capitalize on the turnover. They have been able to score points on every turnover tonight. That is now 10 points off of turnovers, leading currently 16-13, pending the extra point.
And once we get to see that replay, Conroe was in a very strong formation. I actually think they had 6 offensive linemen in there, and they had the extra one right behind the offensive line, kind of like a fullback. You don't really see the fullback nowadays, Jackson.
Not at all.
But just given that leverage to be the lead blocker.
So Bradbury, extra point is good, but let's go ahead, break it down for us, Sam.
Yeah, just give it to Myers, and we could see 90 was kind of that lead blocker. That's a big guy. And Myers, hyped as he gets into the end zone, tacks on 6, and the Tigers capitalize off the massive turnover. Oak Ridge they were moving the football. It was going to be a solid one from Reyna until he got stripped. And when you start a drive at the 4-yard line of enemy territory, I would say 99% of the time you're going to come away with some sort of points.
Exactly, and I was thinking, the reason why I was asking about would you consider this a 4-down territory, because all you had were 4 yards to work with.
Yeah. 3 points with 4 yards to work with would seem like a disappointment in my eyes. But we never got to the 4th down. We'll never know. So.
But here we are, the 3rd down conversion that puts them 50% on the night. 3 for 6 on 3rd down conversions as they got that score, but now Conroe's going to be kicking it off yet again. And not only that, as you saw the last kickoff when Oak Ridge was turning, the play fake, or like the fake reverse that didn't happen, that pushed him back and held him to not even the 15. So Bradbury kicking. This time it's going to be returned by Jaden Barnes, and Barnes not getting anywhere. Conroe really playing well on special teams. Everyone's finding their lane, getting downfield really quick, and Oak Ridge has not been able to get any yardage on a return. You'd think, do you want to go ahead and start signaling for the fair catch to take it out on the 25?
I feel like you got to start considering that. They've tried multiple people back there in the return.
Last drive started on the 13. This one's now starting on the 14. You're down 4 here early in the 3rd quarter. Offense coming back down the field. You want to see if Reyna shakes off the turnover. Just all you have to do is push it aside. Don't worry about it. That was in the past. Let's worry about what's right in front of us. Another handoff. They feed it to Reyna. Actually, Urbe's going to keep it himself as he sprints his way. Looks to be close to another 1st down. I'm going to wait to see where the line judge is. I think they're going to go ahead and give it to him. They're moving those chains. That's another 1st down for Oak Ridge. So that puts them on 10 1st downs now for the night. And you can kind of hear the band starting to get involved a little bit coming back from halftime.
Yeah.
Need to get that crowd participation. James Scott lined up at the top of the screen. Another handoff up the gut. 3-yard gain, maybe 4, depending on the spot. But interesting enough, the only game tonight here in the district. The other 3 are going to be played tomorrow night. Just another reminder what's going on. Aren't you going to be at another game tomorrow night, Sam?
I'm at the game here tomorrow night. Grand Oaks, New Caney, here in the bank. So tune in for that one. I'll be on the call too.
As Urbe overthrows his receiver just a yard ahead of James Scare. Now Scare coming in tonight had 216 receiving yards and a touchdown. He did have the big reception earlier tonight, but it did end up being a fumble. So right now, Conroe's winning the turnover battle and also getting points off both turnovers. We have ourselves a 3rd and long. Ball at the 27. James Scott lined up at the bottom of the screen. You could see Xavier Harmon giving him a little bit of space. Urbe throws to Unterfinger, gets the first down as it takes 3 Tigers to bring him down. I think that was Kane Smith, one of the lead tacklers on that. Oak Ridge, safe yardage play. And good for Unterfinger with that nice clean route, being aware where the sticks were.
I found just a little soft spot, sat down right at the line to gain, was able to catch that and pick up a little bit more for the first down. Keeps that drive moving, which could have been a huge momentum boost for the Tigers to get a stop.
So a little bit of a miscommunication on the handoff. Urbe was handing it off to his left, and Reyna was running to his right, and that's going to be a loss. You would put that on the stat sheet as a sack.
Yeah, Casey Stout was flying in there from the safety spot. Hyped after that sack, but you mentioned there was some miscommunication. I don't know if it was supposed to be a handoff or it was supposed to be a play action, but busted play. Urbe tried to make something out of it.
Didn't really get much out of it, now being a loss in 2nd and 12. Oak Ridge playing a fairly clean game tonight, penalized 3 times. Urbe, 2-step drop, looking at the middle of the field, finds and one-handed catch from Scare, getting a first down.
And we mentioned earlier in the game about the Stickum gloves, basically, and look at that replay there. He kind of just stuck his hand out there and was able to reel it in. I thought that ball was going to Scott. What a throw and catch. Urbe to Scare. The sophomore, tight end.
Plenty of years left here at Oak Ridge for your high school career. Senior quarterback Drayton Urbe finding and giving some love to the tight end for the sophomore. Urbe drops back. There is some pressure as he breaks and throws in Scare's direction, able to get the incomplete pass. Good awareness knowing that there is a receiver near for the incomplete.
Yeah, and Urbe's he's got a good sense of where the pressure is coming from. He saw instant pressure coming off the edge, so he stepped up in the pocket to avoid that and almost escaped it and was able to have Scare again there. But great way to avoid the sack from Urbe.
Very much so. And Sam, now we have ourselves another 2nd and 10. Option over to Reyna. Tries to truck his defender, but is tackled. That is number 23, Casey Stout, coming in. And the big thing is try to make him make the first move, and Reyna went ahead and tried to truck. Now we have a 3rd and long. And where we are right now at midfield, it's kind of that no man's land. If they aren't able to convert here, kind of curious what rookie coach Tyler Blackshire would have for his offense.
Yeah, if you're Oak Ridge here, you don't need to get it all here. If you think you're in no man's land, you got 2 plays to get to that first down marker.
So Urbe pump fakes, throwing downfield, looking, and he can, incomplete pass. It was in his hands. In his hands.
Is that Stout again? We've saying his name all this drive. He's been all over the place.
Not only that, he was finding Scare. Scare had it right in his hands as he was coming down with it, bobble. But I think that this is Well, we haven't seen anything change. They are going to go ahead and keep the offense out here. Nope, Scott is going to be back to punt. And that's the thing about Scott. Scott is their punt guy.
He is.
And back to return for Conroe. It's going to be Elijah Harris, who's lined up right around the 15-yard line on the near side hash. It's a high snap. Scott, not a lot of hang time. It's bouncing favorable for Conroe, but it's going to be down inside the 20. So we're going to have it at the 19. And following another punt for Oak Ridge, the second drive of the evening. Now we're going to see the Conroe Tigers' second drive. They were already able to score all early.
Yeah.
When you only have 4 yards to work with, it's pretty much a given.
Yeah, this drive's 20 times longer if they want to get into the end zone than the last one.
Forgive me, I missed that play for a second. We got a talk from our director for a short second. But it's going to be a 2nd and 4. I believe that was a rush from Myers. Going to use a little context clues.
Yeah, it was Myers. I think he's been the only back we've seen for the Tigers tonight as he's going in motion.
So Nunley hands off to Myers yet again as he gets back to the line as he's going to truck his way. He has 3 short of the first down marker. Finn Walker in on the stop for the Oak Ridge War Eagles. Looks like it might be an official timeout here coming up.
Injury timeout.
So that's what's going to be, a quick official timeout. So Sam, looking at it here, 3rd and very short. I could say 3rd in inches. It says 3rd and 1, but looking from where
we
are, from our vantage point, I would say it's half a yard to get that first down marker. I consider go ahead and still feed it over to Myers. Myers has already put one in tonight, was able to, and he's your bell cow back. Wouldn't be a bad idea. What do you say?
Yeah, I definitely want to get it into Myers' hands here. I wouldn't be opposed to Tigers running the speed option. Only thing is, you bring in that variable of the pitch. Always a chance for a fumble. Higher chance for a fumble on a speed option than just a regular handoff. But when you have the lead, you could play a little bit more conservative, but it's only a 4-point lead. They do probably want to take this clock down a little bit, but I feel like it's too early into the half to start thinking time management. But they might come out of this really fast, this huddle.
You can see a lot of protection at the line. They have it to Myers as he's able to dance his way. He is going to get the first down. But as you can see with that scheme that they were lining up, they were expecting and anticipating run on the defensive side. And as long as Conroe was able to let those blockers find some time to allow that holes to develop, Myers able to get another first down. Now 4 for 7 on 3rd down on the night for the Tigers. And Nunley, pocket collapses. He's going to go ahead, step up, and run with it. He gets himself 2 yards on that. But War Eagles bringing pressure, trying to get after Nunley, but nothing much is happening. Nunley's fairly, I know it's turf, but a clean jersey tonight. Hasn't been sacked. Oak Ridge lining up with 4 down linemen. Play action. As it's going to be over to Mills, and Mills runs and catch. What do we call that?
Rack.
Rack City. Rack City.
I think they're going to give him the first down on that.
Looks like it. So that's another first down.
I thought he might have been a little short, but yeah, right there. Oh, I think he was a little short. But they gave it to him.
They gave it to him. It's another fresh set of downs. Plenty to work with here. Conroe in the driver's seat. Moving upfield. Mills in motion. as they hand it to Mills as he's finding some extra space. He gets to the second level, gets a first down, but we do have a penalty marker thrown late.
Yeah, flag was thrown in the second level.
Might be a hold.
Might be a hold on the offense, but it wouldn't be the end of the world. This will be at the point of the penalty. But we'll bring him back if it is a hold on the offense.
We got holding on the offense. 10 yards from the end of the spot of the foul. Still first down.
That'll be the 5th penalty tonight for the Tigers. That'll be 45 yards they've been penalized on. I think that might have been the first penalty this half.
Was it?
I think
I'm
so.
trying to think.
Yeah, that was the first penalty this half.
Yeah. So clean quarter for 10 minutes.
So 1st and 8. Pistol, going to be an option. Nunley spin moves. He finds himself some extra space. Another block, but he is tackled right at the 27, 28.
And there was a touchdown saving tackle. I didn't get
Very
to see
much
the
so.
number. It might have been.
But get the spin move right there. Number 11 diving, gets a hand on it. That is number 11, Devin Longstreet, senior defensive back. But we do have ourselves another penalty. And Conroe going back with their tempo.
Yeah, it might have hurt him a little too fast. We'll see what the penalty is.
Just another reminder before they announce what the penalty is. I know it is October 2nd, so which means it's Breast Cancer Awareness Month. As you can see, a lot of the people on the Oak Ridge side.
Start on the offense. 5-yard penalty. Still first down.
For some reason, I thought today was October 3rd. I'm not gonna lie, Jackson.
Tomorrow is October 3rd.
I had to go look. I was like,
But yes, we are in the start of Breast Cancer Awareness Month. A lot of people on the Oak Ridge side are wearing pink. That was their theme for pep rally today, as it's going to be a short, quick pass over to Eliza Mitchell as he does 2 spin moves and is tackled in between the sticks. And that was Blake Boudreau on that tackle. Following a quick replay, play action, quick pass to Mitchell, and dances around. And the one thing that I love is whenever a receiver sees that a player gets upfield, Braden Mills extended his hands up in the air.
Yeah.
Like, I'm not holding. I'm not holding. Nunley gives it to Myers. Myers dances at the line, running up between the center and guard. And now we have ourselves a 3rd and short, 3rd and manageable, and they are in field goal range for Bradbury's range.
they're showing blitz. I think Oak Ridge kind of sends the heat here. If you get a sack, you'd make that field goal a little bit tougher for Bradbury.
Play clock at 13. Looks like they're changing some things up at the line. Trips at the bottom of the screen. Press, blitz, quick pass to Mitchell. Mitchell gets the first down, and he's tackled inside the 15. I think that was Nico Chavez in on the tackle. If not Nico Chavez, might have been Corday Curvin. But inside the 15, inside the Oak Ridge 15, they're in the red zone. Conroe Tigers trying to get another touchdown here. They're 1 for 1 on touchdowns in the second half. That 2-yard rush from Myers earlier. 2:45 left here. Fresh set of downs. Player in motion. Nunley keeps it as he's tackled in the backfield. He was able to evade one, but then the double team got him.
Oh, 2 dudes.
2 dudes.
Nunley, great initial spin off of the first defender, But he's met with a brick wall of War
I
Eagles.
thought you said 2 dudes.
There was 2 dudes, and they were a brick wall.
So Nunley in the gun, trips to the top of the screen, hand off to Myers yet again. Myers finding some space. He gets in for the touchdown. 16 yards. That's the second touchdown tonight for Myers on the ground.
He's got 2 touchdowns
In the second half.
Yeah, he's 2 for 2. Feed the ball to Myers. It was a great run. After Oak Ridge had just stopped the Tigers for a loss, Tigers respond and have a 2-possession lead now.
So that now puts Myers at 5 rushing touchdowns on the season. He's closing in on the 500 yards on the ground mark tonight. He came into tonight's game with 425 on the ground. The extra point is good, so now Conroe leading 24-13. Here's the replay. The handoff to Myers, able to dance and cut back, find some open space, and is able to trot his way in for the 16-yard rush. Myers having himself a night, leading this Tigers offense. The Tiger tactic, feed the ball to Myers.
It's been working in the second half. And now Tigers capitalized off of halftime where it felt like that Oak Ridge had all the momentum. And the Tigers just took it from them. Starting with that fumble on the first drive of the second half, Oak Ridge. And the Tigers are going to look to pin Oak Ridge deep. We'll see if Oak Ridge special teams, they kind of talked about, well, we'll just call the fair catch and we'll start a little closer this time, or if they're going to
started at the 13, started at the 14, trying to return it. Because Conroe, Bradbury's actually kicking it inside, not allowing any touchback. So another deep ball, so there it is. And Barnes signals for the fair catch, so they will start this drive off at the 25. Oak Ridge needing 75 yards to put this back in close range. Here comes the offense lining up. Slow start to start things off in the second half. You already had the fumble, then you had to punt. See if this offense can get something going here with better field position to start things off. Scare goes in motion. Urbe looking downfield. A lot of Tigers coming in with the pressure and an incomplete pass as he was looking for Scare. But a lot of pressure from the Tigers, and Urbe having to go on the run. When Urbe's had time in the pocket, he's able to execute. But right now, being under pressure, having to roll out, nothing's been there for him, and not able to connect with his receivers.
Yeah, we've seen Urbe has felt the pressure, and he's done a good job of knowing what to do with that pressure. He just hasn't been able to execute some passes.
Quick pass over to Scare in the flat. And Urbe and Scare connect yet again. Now it's going to be a 3rd and manageable.
See, now if you're Oak Ridge, you might be at the point of the game you got to start thinking about if it's 4th and 1 or 4th and 2, like say you get 4 yards here, you might have to go for it even though you are in your own territory.
And we are under 2 minutes here in the third quarter. Urbe drops back. Pressure coming from the blitz, and he is sacked behind the line. That is number 25, Justandon Pruitt. And that right there is going to make you have to bring out the punt team. You're too far. You're pinned too far back. It's 4th and 15.
Corner blitz, it seems. Left guard and left tackle were both blocking the edge rusher. There was just a free lane for Pruitt there. And now you definitely don't go for it now.
Yeah, I think Pruitt was playing off the nickel and was able to come in on that blitz. But, yeah, low snap. Scott, nice hang time. And it's going to be a fair catch. Mitchell, signal for the fair catch. I thought that he might have was thinking about taking it and running with it.
Yeah, smart play there. You got the 2-possession lead. Always risk the fumble if you decide to return it for Harris there. But Tigers are 2-2 on touchdowns each drive, so this is their 3rd drive of the half, and it's been Myers mania.
Myers mania, alliteration, all here in the second half. And we have a man in motion. It's going to be a jet sweep over to Jackson Taylor. And Taylor
Late flag.
Yep, there is a late flag thrown from referee. Kind of curious what would have happened.
Yeah, I didn't see anything.
Because Jackson was right out of bounds, and then we had a late flag. But you're right, it's been Myers mania here in the second half. Conroe came out, forced a fumble.
We had a block in the back on the offense, number 20.
Ah, was on Myers.
10-yard penalty. Still first down.
Now, while Conroe's leading, they've been penalized 7 times tonight. The fact that they've been able to get positive yards following these penalties is showing how well that this team has been playing. But one thing you want to do later in the season, clean up a lot of these penalties. As they're in the pistol, they hand it off to Myers again as he turns the corner, tries to juke his way into the second level, out of bounds. They're going to say he got it. So he got the first down.
Hey, made up for the block in the back there. And he's just running with a lot of good ball carrier vision. He's seeing where the blocks are forming, was able to get to that edge and was able to get to the first down, which initially was 1st and 15 or longer.
Trips to the top of the screen. Myers yet again as he cuts. He is finally tackled. Kind of a delay coming down. That was number 2, Jaden Barnes, tackling Myers.
He's just reading, makes jukes.
Myers been running with some intensity this second half.
Yeah, and he's the workhorse guy. I don't know if I've seen anyone else for the Tigers in the backfield all night. I think you said it's been Myers mania.
Myers mania.
2 touchdowns in that third quarter.
And the third quarter has been all Tigers as they were trailing coming into the second half, but they score 14, and it's now 24-13 after the third quarter concludes. And Sam, we're going into fourth quarter territory, 12 minutes left of the night, and this right here is going to show you who wants it more and who's going to take this next spot, who wants to be 4th place here in the district.
Yeah, Tigers flipping fields here for the fourth quarter.
Flip it and reverse it.
Eagles desperately need a stop. A touchdown would put the Tigers up 3 scores. A field goal would still make it a 2-touchdown game. War Eagles need a stop, though. Need a stop. But the Tigers have dominated the ground game in that third quarter. They seem like the more calm team. Hadn't turned it over in that third quarter. In enemy territory to start the fourth.
If I'm Conroe here, continue to move the ball on the ground. Myers has been dominant this second half. Go ahead and keep feeding your bell cow back.
Yeah, so Nunley's in the gun. About to be underway of fourth quarter. Looks like the chains got tangled. That's what they're waiting on. Trying to figure out. I think they got it now. Looks good to me now, so.
I agree. I concur.
Refs agree too. Nunley in the gun, got 3 receivers down on your screen. Nunley going to look for Mills. Mills is going to make a man miss to the left. Jukes inside, down right at the 38-37. I think they'd have given him at the 38.
That was 99, Nordadua. Abua. Sorry. Got my D's and B's mixed up for a second. In on the tackle, number 99.
So huge 3rd and short for the War Eagles. They got 5 on the line. They're showing blitz and they send it. Nunley pressured. He escapes somehow, but I don't think it's going to be enough. He is down in the backfield. Maneuvered off 2 War Eagles. But then there was more there. Huge blitz and a huge stop for the War Eagles as the Conroe punt team comes out.
Huge advantage there from Oak Ridge, finally being able to make a stop. As you can see here on the replay, they're not lying with the blitz. They're bringing the defensive backs, they're blitzing, and then you're able to let the trench warfare make their way behind the line and get Nunley.
Might have been 93 J.J. Bouse.
J.J. Bouse.
I'm
sure.
A Bouse. He had his the shirt rolled up, so it's hard to tell with the jerseys when they got him like crop top. Punt, little short, goes out of bounds. Might be inside the 20. We'll see where they give him. Right at the
20.
Not outside, or inside the 20. It's right at the 20.
For Oak Ridge here, what you need to do is try to get a drive together. You were 0 for 3. You fumbled in the first one. Back-to-back punts. You need to find something and get at least a first down to find some momentum. But you were down 2 scores here. You need to get yourself back in the game.
Yeah, and at least a field goal would make it a 1-possession game. Theoretically, you'd have to get a 2-point conversion. But you do have to get 2 scores. Urbe looks right, is going to take off right. Oh, and a great tackle by the Tiger defender. At 25? Don't have a good view.
No, that was
on
Casey Stout yet again. Number 23, Casey Stout.
He's been everywhere on this defense. And that's what you like out of the safety. He's just flying around, looking a lot like Jalen Petrie out there.
And a swing move following.
He's had some great celebrations after the play. But that's another TFL. It's going to be a sack, actually, because it was the quarterback that had the ball. So 2nd and long for Oak Ridge. Scott.
In the slot.
He's in the slot. And Urbe is looking wide. That's his guy.
He finds Scare again.
And I think Scare is his kind of his safety blanket. Scare's been running these check down routes, these short routes. But I think you got to look for Scott. We got 3rd down, and they made it 3rd manageable. It was a great play. You had 2nd and 13. Now you got 3rd and 4. If there's no loss here, 4 down territory, Jackson, do you think so?
Yeah, and also you had Scott lined up in the slot. The last time that he had a massive gain was running out of the slot, and it looked like he already had his man beat going downfield.
Urbe rolls out right. Finds Scare. Is going to get the first down for the War Eagles. I mean, Scare's been everywhere on this offense.
He's not scared.
No, he's not. I liked it. It is Halloween season. It's October time.
Oh, it is spooky season. But you can see here with the rollout, finding his man, Scare. And not only that, Scare falling in front of the first down marker. That's what you want to see. That's the type of dedication and the awareness from a good receiver.
Bunch formation here. Scott's going to go in motion. They're going to pitch it back to him. He's looking to throw. He flings it downfield. Overthrown. Looking for Unterfinger. Oh, and the little trickeration. I like it.
Going in his bag. I like the decision from Coach Blackshire there, trying to catch the Tigers on their heels.
He catches, he punts, and he throws. James Scott almost had a big-time play there, and I like it.
Do we still have punt, pass, and kick contests?
You know, I was thinking about that. He would have been probably great at it. He would have been amazing at it. And they got Harmon pressed up on him on 2nd and 10. Urbe scans, looks to his left, has some time, has all day. Urbe looking downfield, has a man, and it is incomplete. No laundry on the play. Was looking for the junior Jeremiah Matthews downfield. 3rd down. Need yardage here.
Big 3rd down. Less than 9 left in the contest. I would consider this 4-down territory. Try to find 5 here. Try to get 5 more.
Yeah,
you don't need the big plays.
You do not need. It'd be nice to get the 1st down if you're Oak Ridge on the 3rd down. But pick up about 6. Urbe, he's looking for Scott. He's going to take a shot for Scott. 1-on-1, it is overthrown. 3-star on 3-star crime. We see Conroe try to drain some of that clock as Myers in the backfield. They're going to give it to him. Oh, makes a nasty juke. Has the 1st down. And more. He can't be brought down. He's still on his feet. Are you kidding me? Finally pushed out of bounds at the 25. Taking ankles like it is his job is Myers.
And as you can see here, Myers, overload, following the zone block, able to get to the 2nd level, dancing, juking, and I was surprised that there wasn't a flag there. I thought that there was going to be a horse collar tackle, but able to get him pushed out of bounds, and Conroe going with the tempo yet again.
See, is that another 1st down? We were looking at the replay, and Conroe, man, they want to get on the board now. They're in tempo again. 1st down. Oak Ridge defense scrambling. It's going to be another handoff to Myers. He's trying to get the edge. He bounces it back inside for a solid gain there.
And this is one thing that Conroe has been successful with tonight, as you've seen. You know, we're showing replay as some plays are already happening in front of us. We're trying to call them as we're seeing them. But, man, Conroe playing with this tempo. And as we can see, Myers is getting a break now. You're going to see number 22, Shane Patterson, in to give Myers a quick breather. Patterson was in on a goal line set with the play fake throw, incomplete pass, but he wasn't an intended target.
And they're going to hand it off to Patterson. He is brought down.
Stuffed.
Is that 99? Or is it 89?
No, that's 99. It's a boa.
And it was 99. I think they have an 80. They do have an 89.
Maybe it was 89. Maybe it was Chase Leonard.
One of them. Again, jersey scrunched up. 8 and 9 are very similar numbers. One connects, one doesn't. 3rd down could be a huge stand for the War Eagles. Nunley back, and I think there might be a little bit of movement early from the receiver on the left side.
We have a false start.
Jumpy.
On the offense. 5-yard penalty. Still 3rd down.
It is still 3rd down, but that's a nice break for the War Eagles. Now, Conroe, a field goal would still keep it a 2-score game.
Yeah, that's the 8th penalty tonight, but you know why 6 is afraid of 7, right?
7, 8, 9.
7, 8, 9. 7, 8, 9.
Nunley, play action, going for the goal line fade. Oh, and it was in his hands. Harris just dropped it. And that could have been the sealer in the bank, just off the hands. Field goal unit is coming out.
Jaden Barnes good on the coverage.
Play action, goal line fade.
Contesting.
Yep. It was great coverage. As you said, by Barnes. So that'll bring Bradbury out. To extend it to 2 touchdown. And it looks like Conroe's going to take a timeout.
Yeah, they didn't have a player on the field. Play clock was at 5.
You don't want to take that delay game, especially when you're winning. The timeouts don't necessarily mean as much. So it'll be an exciting kick here. For the Tigers upcoming would be huge for the 2-possession lead.
As Oak Ridge is making the way back onto the field.
Kicking unit back out there. Bradbury from the left hash. Generally the better side for a righty kicker. Just kind of push it through the uprights. The kick is up. It is high. It is left.
No good.
War Eagles catch a break. Had all the leg, just didn't have the direction. Left. 6:28 on the clock. War Eagles need to put points on the board.
And as you saw in the broadcast, after following the miss, we had a couple of our people for the Conroe Independent School District film crew on the sidelines dancing along. I don't know if you want to celebrate a miss like that.
I don't know. It depends who you're cheering for.
That's true.
If they're cheering for a good game or if they're War Eagles fans.
I'm not going to lie. It's been a great game tonight.
It has.
This game has had everything.
I feel like the game is definitely felt a lot closer than the score shows. If Oak Ridge doesn't have that costly fumble to start the half, it could be an entirely ball game. But they want to answer with that turnover. Urbe rolls, looks, it's Scare again. Scare gets to the 25 and out of bounds.
Using your safety net, continuing to find your tight end. There's just going to be a matter of time before you need to look for your number one receiver. And I know that he's going one-on-one against Xavier Harmon. But if you can find a reason to line Scott up in the slot, you're going to be able to get something going. And as
that's what they do. You spoke it into existence. Scott is in the slot. Urbe's looking his direction, but he's going to hit the outside. Oh, it is Scott! And he reels it in at the 43. James Scott, a nasty post route to the sideline.
And Oak Ridge playing with some tempo, but here it is right now. Urbe looking, eyes set for one guy. Right at the sideline, Scott able to come down with it.
And the clock stops as he gets out of bounds. And time is not on the side of the War Eagles, so getting out of bounds helps tremendously. Urbe looks left. Oh, Scare just dropped it. He had Scare on the little out route, which would have been a nice chunk of at least 5, just out of the fingertips of Scare.
And Ozzy Quintanilla on the coverage, the senior linebacker. Conroe making some substitutions.
Scott going to the top of your screen. Scott and Scare on that right side has been Urbe's go-to guys here in the second half. He's going to look left. Oh, it is overthrown.
That was intended for Titus Braboy. But if you were looking at the bottom of the screen, there was that zone within the 10, between the 45 and 50, completely wide open. 2 receivers with 1 defensive back. James Koloski was in the area, but you could have looked for Unterfinger, or you could have done the little quick out route.
So Urbe takes it. Conroe sending some heat. Urbe steps up, has Scott, and he catches it. First down, War Eagles into Conroe territory right at the 38-yard line. Scott just looked up and the ball was there. I don't think he was expecting it.
Great Scott here, finds him in the middle of the field, able to get a couple steps in front of Harmon. And they're cooking with gas right now on the Oak Ridge offense.
6 minutes left to go in the ball game. Clock starts running again.
You need to start playing with a little bit of tempo if you're Oak Ridge here.
Yeah, you definitely want to get into the end zone if you are Oak Ridge here, and then you can go for 2 now and see if you need the field goal or if you're going to need the touchdown anyway. We got Harmon pressed up on Scott down at the bottom of your screen. Urbe takes the snap. Rolls right. Pressured. He's looking. Incomplete. Kozlowski there on the coverage. I think he was looking for Untenfinger.
There was plenty of time in the pocket, but then all of a sudden, one defender able to find his way through made Urbe have to roll and look for Unterfinger. But Urbe is looking through his progressions. He's just not zoning in on one guy.
Yeah, he is going through his reads. And once he feels like he's been in the pocket long enough, he kind of is like, okay, I'm going to roll out, try to make something happen with my feet. We talked about how great of an improviser he is in that backfield as they got trips at the bottom. Urbe is going to take the snap. He's looking, throws. Overthrown. Was there pressure there on Urbe? I think he was looking
a little
for
bit of pressure there. You had a high safety in the backfield. You had the one protection from the safety, playing some tight man, not really mostly in zone coverage. But if you looking at the way that the field started to develop with the play, looking for scare, not enough time to let his route get into the progression that he needed. But this Tiger defense, they're not taking any chances here. Another big third down for the War Eagles.
Last time Urbe went to Scott on 3rd and 10. Conroe only sending 4. Urbe's got to step up in the pocket. He's past the line of scrimmage. He's going to make something happen. Another first down on 3rd down for the War Eagles. Urbe escapes a sack and picks up the first down. Are they knocking on the door of the red zone?
Not only that, nothing downfield, steps up, able to miraculously break 2 tackles, get the first down. Just a hand on the man.
Urbe did not want to go down there.
It all comes down to that grip strength.
5:20 on the clock. Efficient drive for the War Eagles. Not a lot of time has come off on this drive. First down, Scott looking for motion. Urbe looking for Scott. Does he have him? Oh, and he drops it. Oh, but there is a flag in the end zone. We'll see what it is. Multiple defenders. Defender and an offensive player down. We'll see what the call is, but could be huge. The offense thinks it's on the defense. They're conferring.
Well, Scott and Scare were both in the vicinity of the ball. Harmon got a hand on it. Still taking some time.
We got defensive pass interference. On the defense, number 48, White. 15-yard penalty, first down.
So now Oak Ridge will move up into the red zone. Urbe was taking a shot to either one, Scott or Scare, his guys for the half and the game. So now Oak Ridge inside the 10. They're going to put him at the 9. Reyna in the backfield. Scott and Scare, the deadly duo at the bottom. Urbe might be looking down there. Conroe rushing forward. He's looking at Scott. Scott has the ball across the middle. Does he get in? He gets in untouched. Scott, 4-6. War Eagles. Are they going to go for 2? I think it's a smart thing to do. And we got a ball game here in the bank.
I don't know if that's a flag or if that's a towel that was thrown late. Yep, there is some yellow.
There might be some
excessive celebration late.
Yeah, the excitement, you kind of just get pumped up and you start doing, the adrenaline gets to you. So we'll see what the call is, but could be huge.
After the score, we had unsportsmanlike penalty. Number 1 offense. That penalty will be assessed on the kickoff.
Okay, so they're going to assess it on the kickoff, which I find interesting. I would have assessed it here on the 2-point conversion.
Because
they kind of, this 2-point conversion is crucial because then they would only need a field goal to tie it. But still,
because Beatles missed a field goal tonight. He's already missed a PAT. But I would say you're going to go for 2 here.
Trust in the defense. He thinks that those 5 yards or how many ever yards don't matter.
3 yards. Oh,
On the
you mean the
penalty.
penalty.
Coach
Yeah.
Hartman is going with his guys on defense. Bunch set. Could see something crazy here. Everyone's jumbled up at the line. Urbe's going to roll out right. Gets a block. Urbe looking. Has Scott. Oh, my goodness. Threads
Great
the needle.
Scott.
And it's been Scott's. That's the octopus. That's 8 points for Scott on that drive. I think that's what it's called. The octopus. Number 1, 8 points. Touchdown and the 2. 3-point game, 5:08 in the bank. Conroe football ensuing. They will have an advantage on this kickoff, though.
I think you need to take a breath there, Sam.
What a throw by Urbe. This game's got me fired up. 24-21.
You know what's even crazy about this? These kids have to go to school tomorrow.
That's right.
Here's the play on the 2-point. Here's the replay. Urbe threads the needle, finds Scott, throws into so many defenders, but able to connect with your wide receiver 1. That's what you love to see.
And after that, like after he caught it, he was just holding no excessive celebration for me this time.
I'm good. I'm good. I got it out of the way. But as you can see, they're going to be kicking off really, really deep this time. They're going to be kicking off from the 30.
Maybe further back. 25.
Oh, it's a 15. Yeah, it's a 15-yard penalty. Yeah, that's right. Unsportsmanlike, that's 15, not 10.
25. Works in their favor, though, because you get
And
the
that's
2-point
the
conversion.
only penalty on the War Eagles this second half. They had 3 in the first half, just 1 now in the second half.
Conroe should get good field position here after this kick. Timeout Conroe.
Not sure why you would want to use a timeout here.
Timeout has been called by Conroe. That's their second of the second half. They have 1 remaining.
I agree. But now, War Eagles, student section, they're pumped down there. The band re-energized. 3-point game, 5:08 in the bank. Jackson, thoughts?
It's been an exciting second half. It was all Conroe there in the third quarter, but now you see a little bit of that momentum start to switch for the War Eagles. Didn't really run the ball there in that final drive. They were continuing to feed their wide receivers, getting Scott involved, getting Scare involved, moving upfield. They had a lot of field to work with, but the fact of the matter is enough time for Urbe to let everything develop, be patient, allow your receivers to find and work their routes. And the thing that was hurting is Conroe. They've been penalized a lot this second half. It's been split. They were penalized 4 times in the first half, now 5 times here in the second half. That's what's going to most likely be the thing that's going to hurt them if they cannot get any further down.
So kickoff, it's going to be Mills right at the 31. He's got room to work. At the 45, at the 50, bounces off of a guy, and he's going to be in War Eagle territory.
They're going to go ahead and let him play. There was a little bit, looked to be a bit of a
There's
late
some
hit.
excitement going on. I think they're going to mark him at the 46, 47. Right around there.
A little surprised, but I don't get paid to throw flags. I don't get paid to officiate.
That's right.
They have a hard enough job down there.
46.
You can't
So.
catch everything. You're one man, one lady, eyes on 22 players. We're following the ball here.
So Nunley looking to respond after 8 points put up by the War Eagles. Looking, quick pass. Oh, dangerous. Is it caught? Did it hit the ground? They're going to say it's a catch.
And that was Caden Barnaby with the reception. But that looked like it was Devin Longstreet getting a jump, trying to get an interception.
Nunley, are they going to hand it off? There's Myers. He's going to go to the left. He's going to get the first down. It's going to take a handful of War Eagles to bring him down. He's going to get the first down, and this is when you start milking that clock. If you're the Tigers.
I think we're going to have another official timeout here.
It seems like we do.
But yes, Myers continuing to run the ball effectively, run it successfully. That's the thing that he's been doing tonight. Took a while for him to get things going, but that's what Conroe likes to do. They want to run the ball, and they've been effective with it this late in the game. They were able to take the lead in the third quarter. They're still holding the lead barely. They're up 3 right now, 4:30 left in the contest, and we're going to start to see, once play resumes, Conroe's going to go back with that tempo because they want to not allow Oak Ridge to try to make any substitutions. Because right now, if you've been able to succeed and execute with the tempo, take back 7 and allow your defense to come back on the field. Because this defense, all year for Conroe, has not let many people score. They've allowed 52 points on the year. The most that they allowed in the game so far this year has been 35. That was against College Park. Right now coming in, have only allowed Oak Ridge 21, and it took Oak Ridge a lot to get these 21 tonight.
Nunley going to let the clock run down a little bit. He's looking, has a man in the backfield. It's going to be a sack. Christopher Salem.
Salem sailing his way into the backfield with the sack. No one on him, as you can see, coming out of the nickel, flying through the line, and Nunley with his back to him. That's what they should be doing. If you have a southpaw quarterback, get him from his blind side. And that's what was able to happen right there.
It just seemed that Nunley just didn't see him coming.
Nope, not at all.
So 2nd and long, Mills in motion. They're going to give it. Nunley's going to keep it. He's going to get some yards right around the 29.
Nico Chavez, one of the big tacklers on that play. Chavez had the interception earlier.
So it's going to be 3rd and 8. Biggest down of tonight. War Eagles need a stand. Conroe would love to get the first down. Just over 3 minutes left in the ball game. Mills going to go into motion again. They're going to give it to him this time. He's trying to get to the edge. Has the blockers. Gets the first down and more. Cuts back inside. Pushing his way through. Right at the 5. Braylon Mills on the jet sweep. Gets into the red zone and down at the 5.
14. That's the 15th first down tonight. Mills coming in with the jet sweep. Got the first down. Breaking the tackle at the shoestring. Didn't get it. Then he gets tackled right there within the 5. Tigers need 5 to extend this lead.
Nunley, are they going to give it to Myers? Myers, workhorse through.
Myers looking for the hat trick. Gets himself 2, maybe 3 on that one. They're going to say he was down to 2, so he gets 3 on that rush. But here they are again. Tigers playing with that tempo. You have Jacob Baker, number 90, who's going to be coming in as an extra blocker in the backfield.
Are they going to take it down? They're going to take it down to the 2-minute warning. Smart. So, Oak Ridge.
Two-minute timeout.
Sam.
This is excitement. Oak Ridge.
This is what district football is all about.
Thursday football in the bank. Exciting game. Oak Ridge still has all 3 timeouts, so even if Conroe gets into the end zone, Oak Ridge could strike with a quick score. 3 timeouts is as value as it gets. That's 40 seconds each time.
And we've seen what they've done with the special teams also earlier. They had that one kick that caught us all off guard early. They could potentially go for an onside if they can get.
Yeah, that's true.
If anything, what you try to do is 3 yards. No, yes, 3 yards. Ball's on the 3.
The question is for Conroe is, do you try to score here? Or do you run, try to pick up 1 or 2, and then make Oak Ridge waste a timeout to stop the clock? Because you got time on your side. Like right now, you got 3 in the pocket is what you're feeling like. if you're Conroe. And that's huge. That's the difference between a field goal and a touchdown. We'll see what they do here.
I'm always in favor of points, but if you have the opportunity to eat up some clock, but you're going to see they're going to have this goal line set here, jumbo package.
It's going to be to Myers. Myers is asking for the crown. He picks up the hat trick in the second half. All 3 Conroe touchdowns, all by Mr. Myers. Conroe up by 9.
Money Myers cashing in tonight here at the bank.
That was a good one.
Thank you.
That was a good one. Ensuing extra point. Still life, though, for the War Eagles. I've seen crazier things happen. Bradbury.
He did miss a field goal earlier.
He did. Perfect on PATs tonight, though. Snap, hold, kick, splits it. Absolutely boomed that ball through the uprights. And we'll see the replay here. Myers just in that heavy formation where they have an extra offensive lineman in that fullback slot. You know what's coming.
Able to bounce off of the tackle, get onto the outside, turn that corner, made the touchdown. So it's now a 10-point game here. Conroe leading 31-21. This right here, if you're Oak Ridge, you need to be playing with some tempo. You do have 3 timeouts, but you have to score twice. You have to get downfield quick and then go for that onside. If I'm Oak Ridge, first play out of the bat, go ball. Line Scott up, find him in the seam, go ball.
You really have
find that
nothing to
mismatch.
lose. You have nothing
It's
to
that
lose
mismatch right there. You line him up in the seam unless you're going to have Harmon line up and shadow him. Scott, put him in the seam. Go. Go route, straight
if
ahead.
you're Oak Ridge, you need something out of your return team here, which hasn't been great tonight. But you got Scott back there alongside Jaden Barnes. Oak Ridge looking to get good value out of this kickoff. And they're just going to take the fair catch. Oh, he drops it. It's going to be a touchback. Start at the 25.
Yeah, Sam, there's a minute 53 left here. Play with some tempo, but I'm telling you, take a chance with at least one big play to start things off. Might catch the Tigers off guard, thinking that they're not going to try to go for that deep ball right away.
Mm-hmm. And taking shots downfield keeps time on the clock. An incomplete pass, clock stops. And we've already hit the 2-minute warning. We've passed that, so Oak Ridge, just those 3 timeouts. And we see Scott alone on the island with Harmon. We'll see if the Tigers send some safety help. Scott's going to come across the middle. It's going to be out of the backfield to Reyna. Oh, the ball's out! Is it going to be a Tiger touchdown? Oh, and this game has been sealed at the bank. The Tigers come in on the road and rob the War Eagles.
Nail, coffin. Right there. That is what an unfortunate series of events there. Second fumble of the night from Reyna.
Kozlowski walks it into the end zone. Tigers are up 16. What a turn of events.
17 points have come from turnovers.
Costly mistakes from the War Eagles. Extra point is good. So the War Eagles will be back on the field. Let's see this fumble. We can see who stripped it possibly. Oh, it's just all of them.
I think that was 25 at the back end. That was Justandon Pruitt. was able to punch it out late. But, yeah.
That was right place, right time for
Kozlowski.
Kozlowski. Was able to get it and take it to the house. 4-6.
And while we've been seeing such a close contest tonight, Sam, now Conroe has extended this lead by 17. But we were just in a 3-point game not too long ago.
And Oak Ridge, 2 costly turnovers that have gifted the Tigers 14 points.
Yes.
The one to start the half and the one to end the half.
Oak Ridge was leading coming into the second half. All Tigers in the third. Oak Ridge showing that comeback. And then it's the turnovers. If you lose the turnover battle, you're going to end up losing the game.
And the Tigers have done a great job of getting points off the kickoff.
And it shows what this defense...
turnovers.
Yes, and it shows what this defense has been doing. This defense not allowing a lot of points for the season. Capitalizing. You might not see interceptions. You might not see a lot of big plays, but they are able to at least punch the ball out.
It's going to be kicking out of bounds there. So gives the War Eagles better field position. You still have life. There's a minute 42. You never know.
You never know. A lot can happen. You still have 3 timeouts.
You do still have the 3
We
timeouts.
had a kick out of bounds on the kicking team. 5 yards will be added to the end of the kick. Ball will be at the 30.
So I believe they're going to start the 30 for the War Eagles.
War Eagles have first down and 10 from their own 30-yard line.
And we do see Harmon on Scott. As about as close as you can get to him. Urbe scanning, evades the defense, is going to take off for some nice yardage up the field. Gets to the 45, plows a defender to the ground.
Making something out of nothing there. Urbe able to, and this is where you need to start playing with some tempo. You can see from the play, pocket collapses. Thinking, what am I going to do with it? Urbe, nope, keep it to myself. Let's get the first down. Let's try to get to the second level. I'm going to run into this guy. It's fine. But we have ourselves another official timeout. It's going to be a minute before we might see Urbe might need to take a timeout, which would probably put Jacob Rance to come in under center.
Sophomore slinger for the War Eagles. Warming up on the sideline.
Timeout called by Oak Ridge. That's their first of the second half. They have 2 remaining.
So Oak Ridge is going to have to burn one of their timeouts there. That does hurt time management. So now, if you're the War Eagles, I would, any ball that is staying inbounds, you use your timeouts. Because now the 3 timeouts, 2 is less valuable. That's 40 seconds that Conroe has just gained if they get the ball back.
And if you're Conroe, leave the middle of the field as open. Obviously, you don't want to let anything get behind you. Keep anything in the middle of the field in front. Protect the sidelines.
So we're going to see a Rance, the sophomore into the game.
And you have Scott lined up in the slot.
Tigers really not having anybody deep.
No.
Oh, now they send someone deep. Rance steps up from the pocket and is going to be brought down in the backfield.
Bringing in a cold quarterback for a play, and you're going to send everyone in the kitchen sink.
Yeah, it was Pruitt again. Getting the sack. And Urbe is going to come back into the game, I think. Yes, he is. Clock is not running. Not sure why. Maybe because offensive player's helmet came off.
And the rule is once a helm comes off, you have to sit the next play out.
And I think he was coming out of the game anyway. They were going to get Try to get Urbe back there as fast as possible. Referees are talking with the coach. And, yeah, I think Oak Ridge is going to take a timeout. Not sure.
Doesn't look like they signaled for a timeout. I think once everyone gets set, they're going to signal to resume the clock. I don't know what's going on.
Still convening. Right at the 40.
Yeah, the referees are talking with Coach Blackshire right now. And in his rookie season, as head coach here, 3-2 on the season, 2-1 in district play. Trailing right now by 17. Minute 17 left to go.
Okay, so there we go. Okay. The referee.
Ref, we got a 10-second runoff. Please reset the clock to 1 minute, 7 seconds. The clock will start on my whistle.
Okay, so we got a 10-second runoff. Nope. 110. I think you're supposed to be 107.
It should be a 107.
107.
So now the clock is correct. Whistle starts. Clock is rolling. Urbe back in there. Running the show. He's looking. Oh, and it was nearly intercepted by Kozlowski. Urbe was looking for Scare. No, excuse me.
Unterfinger. But yeah, there was Kozlowski playing the flat. Unterfinger with the drag route, little out route. And Kozlowski right there, waiting to get a jump on it.
All right.
3rd and 15.
Urbe. Gotta need a miracle for Oak Ridge. Urbe to Unterfinger. Unterfinger has room to run. Gets the first down. Across midfield at the 40.
Protect the ball.
I feel like you're going to have to call a timeout here if you're Oak Ridge, and I think they do. 49 seconds.
See, that's what Conroe wants.
Yeah.
We will protect the sidelines. We are daring you to
I
throw
don't think
the
they
middle
call
of the
timeout.
field.
They're going to spike it. I don't know if they've practiced a spike, but on that replay, just reels it in, gets some nice rack.
Rack City. Rack City.
So at the 40, they spiked it. We'll stop the clock. 45 seconds. They do still have 2 timeouts.
This is where you need to look for the mismatch. Scott, if you can get a jump off of Harmon, they're pressing him at the top of the screen.
Urbe's going to take off and run. Gets to the right side. Makes a defender miss. Has daylight. 20, 15, down, right around the 14-yard line in the red zone.
This is
36 seconds.
You need to get on the line. Clock play.
Clock is running now. Snap. Spike. Clock stops. 30. Clock is still running.
Yeah.
I think that's going to...
They need to get it back to the 30-second mark.
That is where I would have it.
Please reset the game clock to 29 seconds. 29 seconds.
29 seconds is what the official has put on the clock.
Massive gain there from Urbe with that run.
Was able to get out of the pocket, step up.
That's one of the advantages of having a dual threat quarterback.
That's right. So Urbe, there's going to be a flag on the play. Urbe is extending, looking for Scare. Incomplete.
There's a flag on the play.
I'm not sure what the flag is. It was thrown at the start of the play.
I think one of our...
We have offsides on the defense, number 0.
So it was a free play.
5-yard penalty. Still second down.
Free play for the War Eagles in 24 seconds. Just like the shot clock in the NBA, 24. You can take your time. They're possibly signaling the next 2 plays. Just in case you're inbounds. You really don't want to spike it to bring up a 4th down. But I think you start using your timeouts possibly. Scott and Harmon going at it again. Urbe scans to his left, looks, has a man, and it's going to be a War Eagle touchdown. There is still a glimmer of hope. Utenfinger. The light show goes off. Are they staying on the field for 2?
Why not? Why not?
They got it last time. They're staying on the field, an 11-point game. They get this, it'll make it 9. Bunch kind of set. Man in motion, Urbe. Rolls to his right, looking, steps up, throws. Does he have him? Oh, it's another octopus.
Oh.
Beautiful ball. Untenfinger with the 2-point and the touchdown. That's 8. Replay. Just throws a dart. 19 seconds.
19 seconds. As you said, that was a dart. Just a missile right in the middle of the field. And then we'll get that 2-point conversion. You see the touch from this. See, we get that replay for you real quick before kickoff. As we are already expecting a non-side right here.
Yeah, and if Conroe retains possession here, the game is pretty much over.
Here's the replay on the 2-point conversion. So we have the motion. Urbe rolls right, decides to cut back, throws across his body, but the touch to find Unterfinger yet again. It's insane. 19 seconds left. Two timeouts still from Oak Ridge.
Yeah, if Conroe gets it, they could take 3 knees. And even if Oak Ridge uses those 2 timeouts, it won't matter. Oak Ridge needs the onside kick here. We've seen some trickery early in the game on the special teams. Need a good bounce. Conroe got the hands team out there. Here it comes. Ball. Takes a kick. Ball's on the ground. Does Conroe have it?
Conroe has it.
That is going to be the game. It hit off one of the Conroe players' hands, and there was a chance that Oak Ridge was going to get it, but Elijah Harris, the sure-handed receiver, brings it in, and Conroe, oh, there is going to be a flag.
Interesting.
After.
I think if there was a flag, it might have been offsides from the kick team.
The flag came in pretty late.
Okay. Sometimes you have a delayed reaction.
There is. And they're discussing.
Call me curious.
They're picking it up.
Nope, no flag. No flag.
Maybe. Okay, so here's the replay. It takes a good bounce right at the 50. Goes through the legs. And right there was Elijah Harris.
Was that Jackson Taylor who it came through his legs, or was that Kane Smith? I know I saw a 5 on it, but man.
Now here we go. You never know. Still chaos. They are going to take a knee.
This is the form of the victory formation in shotgun. You don't see a lot of quarterbacks get under center that often anymore.
It seems that Oak Ridge is not going to call the timeout. They're going to let the clock run down. And the Conroe Tigers on the road Thursday night, coming out of their bye week, make a statement win, which could be critical for the playoff race here in District 13, 6A. The teams are meeting at midfield, shaking hands. My good buddy Jackson, we had a very exciting game.
Very exciting. One heck of a game for district play here at Woodforest Bank Stadium. I'm going to tell you, I've been calling these games this season. This is one of the closer ones, even though you look at the box score, 38-29, but it was always close. It got a little out of hand late in the third, start of the fourth. Oak Ridge started to come back, but then Conroe took it back. but this was exciting from start to finish, Sam. 100%.
Absolutely. So we're going to run some of these highlights throughout the game. Oak Ridge had the lead at halftime. It was really a great game. It was back and forth, teams throwing haymakers. Back and forth.
Conroe puts them now at 2-1 in district, 4-1 on the season. Now this puts Oak Ridge at 3-3 on the season, 2-2 in district. I believe tomorrow night here at Woodforest Bank Stadium, it's going to be Grand Oaks versus New Caney. You're going to be here on the call tomorrow night, Sam?
I will be. I'll be here back at the bank, 7 o'clock.
7 o'clock kickoff, which means you have to be here a little early.
That's right. We start at 6:45. Tune in. We'll have some pregame coverage of.
And I think you're going to be working with David tomorrow night.
All right.
But another thing for everyone, I hope these students get home safe. Everyone gets home safe. We hope that you enjoy the rest of your weekend. But please, if you are still in the mood for some high school football, please tune back in tomorrow night here on the Woodforest IS Conroe Athletics Woodforest Stadium channel. If you click the subscribe button and click the bell, it'll remind you when we go live. The highlights still going on. We will conclude the broadcast once those are over, but I just want to make sure that we're going to be back again tomorrow night, and I think it's going to be Grand Oaks' homecoming. So it's pageantry, elegance,
I gotta
all the joys. You're going to see some beautiful gowns, some dapper suits.
I'll be wearing this nice red film crew shirt.
Yes.
I won't be too dapper.
Maybe we'll have a little bit more football weather tomorrow night. I know that it's been rather warm here in the state of Texas for the fall. I would love for us to get some nice football weather later this year because I'd like to bundle up a little bit, have some hot cocoa, maybe a late coffee, keep myself warm here in the booth.
Still some in my
oh yeah, you still have
my little ball
you're
cup
drinking
there.
your coffee a little late tonight.
Yeah, might be. Had a long day though. Got up early, went to class. So we'll. These students got to get home. It's school night.
I know.
It's Friday.
And nothing better than to go to school tomorrow following a victory.
That's right.
I'm very sorry for Oak Ridge having to go home with an L, but that's the way everything goes. Someone has to win, someone has to lose. But Conroe, another Thursday night game, coming back with a win. Coach Hardman, proud of his guys. Rookie coach. But we hope you have a great night. See you tomorrow night here at Woodforest Bank Stadium. I'm Jackson Cochran with